If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof of my life, better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star like the drivers like fly, wish I could large, so many more, 10 in the more, never a bar, 10 in the more, 2 to the P, nothing to you, but it's something to me, handsome as ever, and cute as can be, you can watch us on YouTube and view it for free, this one time for the Twitch, this one time for the text, this one time for the phone line, whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up? It's game day. It's game
It
day.
is game day. It's game day.
It's game day.
It's
It's game day. I have plotted my course for the evening's activities.
Wow.
I will go get my little exercise in. I will go pick up my pregame snacks. I will get ice for my cooler, and then I will go outside and marinate.
Take it easy though, dude. You know, like don't be dehydrated by period 2.
Oh, well, here's the deal.
Got to get your mind right.
My mind is usually always right until I had others outside watching the game with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you don't want to be in a place where they're bothering you. So do you want to just watch alone tonight?
I usually always do.
Okay.
I usually always do because you have to understand, when I watch sports with people, they like to chit chat.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And not like, don't come sit next to me and ask me who's winning. How did they score? This is not a sports desk. This is not an update desk. I am merely here to celebrate and experience the Florida Panthers. I don't have time for that. Some of the rules I'm a little sketchy on, and clearly I can't call no damn body because they ridicule and make fun of me. So I need to focus. Now, I have contemplated whether the cooler will hold electrolytes or liquor. So what I have decided is I have a couple of celebratory drinks, some electrolytes, and a couple of Oh No Game 7 drinks that would be sitting in my cooler.
So you have a full bar.
You have a depression drink? Like, so if they lose, just in case of emergency?
Yeah.
I usually just drink from the bottle when that comes. Usually
but I'm out by the jacuzzi. I can't be looking like a alcoholic.
All right, dude. But like, what? You're literally gonna sit in there like a lobster the entire game?
No, I don't. Look, I go in and out till about. I usually make it till the middle of the second period. Like that's not. I'm not in there for hours. Okay, not getting the pool, cool off a little bit. Then that third period hits, and depending on where I'm at and where the game is, I'll hop out, go take a shower, and enjoy the rest. Or if I don't want to change the mojo, then I'll stay in the pool. But I won't, I won't stay in the jacuzzi.
B1 says we'll all be alcoholics if the Cats don't win tonight. I think we're gonna be alcoholics either way.
Here's the problem.
Depends if you're either gonna go for the whiskey or the bubbly.
It is a long weekend. Especially if the game is not until the game's Monday.
Yep. How tight will everybody be?
People will be tight. Cheeks will be tight.
See,
sure.
but here's the thing: win or lose, I don't think the actual Panthers will be tight. I know we like to think that,
I definitely
yeah.
have seen the Cats have definitely had moments where they played tight. I think that
They've started off pretty much every playoff game this whole playoffs slow. And I think Edmonton's not the team you can play that with. You got to match their intensity and their speed right away.
Yeah,
and it's caught up to him. It almost caught up to him in game 3.
It almost did, but I think like the idea that, but basically from that game 3 up until the middle of game 5, like, you know, the Panthers not only didn't play well, they almost looked unrecognizable for a team that usually dictates the pace of a game, or, you know, especially late in games. You know, they do come on strong, like you say, but they were just they looked sloppy, they looked lethargic, they looked, I don't know, nervous to handle the puck.
Right.
So, but I do think all that stuff is gone. I mean, Tkachuk yesterday was talking. He thinks this is basically a fresh series now. Everybody has the confidence that they could do their things, get to their identity, and all that stuff. So, however they got there, starting 3-0, losing the last 2, it is where it is right now. So they're in, you know, basically 2 cracks to go win it. They would have taken that. He said, you know, nobody would have thought this was a 4-game series anyway. So, you know, let's get to it. And I'm excited. I think we're all excited for tonight.
Hey, so think about this. And I was trying to apply this to other sports, right? When you see your stars balling in any sport, does it energize all of the other guys? So to finally see Tkachuk playing the way he did at the end of game 5, does that give everybody else a boost?
Absolutely. I mean, you talk about the fan base or the team?
The team, not the fan base. I'm concerned about the team.
The
fans ain't gonna win or lose. It's the team.
Yeah, he's one of your stars, of course. Like,
right, but I'm saying, does that pick everybody to say, "Oh, okay, he's out here balling. We got to do our thing," right? Yeah. Because if you think of other sports, you see in basketball, you see your star diving for a ball, or you see, you know, some of the things that Jimmy or Bam would. Does it pick up everybody else?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because hockey is a little bit different in that you have, you know, in other sports, it's only the guys on the field. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe the defense in football. But in hockey, you got 16 guys. So, and their shifts and their quick shifts. So you see guys, you see Tkachuk out there, you know, all over the place. You see your star, you know, laying on the ground and doing stuff, you know, whatever it takes to win a hockey game. Does that kind of trickle down to all the other guys?
Yeah, one would think. We'll take a break here on the show. Back with more after this.
Broadcasting Come on.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. And Blink 182 is playing at the Kaseya Center tonight with special guest Pierce the Veil. We got a chance to win a pair of tickets right now. Supposed to give it away yesterday, but our system was locked up, so we couldn't enter any winners. So if you guys want to go, and only if you can go tonight, because the show is tonight, all right? If you want to go to Blink 182 tonight at the Kaseya Center with Pierce the Veil, caller number 3 right now to 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. This is a Live Nation show. 305-567-0560. Only if you can go tonight. All right? Only if you can go tonight. Don't call me up and waste our time if you can't take the tickets tonight. But we got one more pair. So if you guys want to go to the show tonight at the Kaseya Center, 305-567-0560. And caller 3 will get those tickets for the Blink 182 show tonight at the Kaseya Center. So we got that going. If you're maybe not a hockey, if you're not a Cats fan, and you want to listen to some Blink 182 tonight, or maybe have it on your phone, I don't know. I couldn't do it, Leroy. I'd be, I don't have time for all the small things tonight. I don't. I'm sorry. All respect to the crew, but I don't have time for it tonight.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Is J-Fig going? Or because she loves Pierce the Veil. So J-Fig, are you giving up because you love Goth and you love Puck? So which one are you going with tonight? I'll have to wait on the chat on her. Which she's been she's been very excitable.
Active this morning.
Yeah, very active on the chat. And a lot of exclamation points today.
Well, they're all directed at you, which is normal.
I don't think they were directed at me.
Okay.
Although I mean you're still very mad at me for last night. I don't understand why.
Dude, come on.
What
are we doing?
What do you mean, dude?
I'm just an innocent bystander, and then all of a sudden, I start getting tattooed.
You were not an innocent bystander. You took shots at our boy Jaime.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did, dude.
Look like he had a garbage bag around him. His waist.
Oh, dude, you were sitting here taking cheap shots at our boy who's over in Europe. He's doing the fashion game, and you don't get fashion.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not taking fashion advice from you.
I'm very fashionable, dude. Look at this shirt. I got, they always say don't mix prints, but I got camo with whatever the hell this is. And I think it looks fantastic.
Looks like somebody threw paint at you.
Yeah, I look like a Wynwood wall. With a side of redneck. Like, this is
hey, Bubba, we gonna paint this wall. This gonna look just like Wynwood.
Yeah. Hey, Bubba, what do you think about this, that, there, with mixing the camouflage with a little abstract art? We'll sell that Art Basel whenever that comes around.
That fella sold a banana for a hundy.
This is what Jaime was dressed in yesterday. He looks fashionable, dude. And he's got the goatee back going on. Like he's at some, I don't know if that's an Italian road or a French road. I don't know where he is. But he's got his swagger back. You could just tell. He's got his swagger back in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're sitting here dismissing him saying he's got a hefty bag for pants.
That's a hefty bag.
That's not a hefty bag, dude.
That is 100%. Like, first of all, most everybody's wearing slim stuff right now.
I don't think that's true. I think that's out.
Oh, so now we back to baggy?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, everybody in the Heat, and they're very fashionable, the Heat, they all wear baggy clothes.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the sweatsuits and stuff like that.
No, I'm talking about like
the
jeans
suits and stuff.
I'm
talking about suits.
Maybe suits, but like I'm talking like everyday clothes. Like Jimmy wears some big ass pants. Tyler wears some big ass pants.
All right.
That's what they do. I can't keep up with these kids these days. But I know fashion better than you, that's for sure.
You think he wears that to a basketball game?
Yeah, I can see it. National TV game.
And what do you think the comments will be?
I don't know. The hair, like, see, he's got a thing though with the hair and the facial, the goatee. Like he's got a look. Like he can pull off almost anything.
Like listen, I didn't comment on the looks of Triple J, right? The man's a looker. Right? I ain't ashamed to say that. But I am gonna comment on that Glad bag he wearing around his legs. Like, just stop. See, you confused the two.
What are those, leather?
Well, if yeah, of course it's leather. If
You can't
he's
wear that. You can't wear that down here. Too hot.
oh, dude, we need a moisture check on all 5.
Yeah, unless it's like one of those rare days in the 60s, like in January.
They don't care though. The basketball guys don't care.
Oof.
The fashion is the fact. Tyler wears like some type of heavy sweatsuit type top with a hat all the time.
He wore
400 degrees outside.
He wore at one point this year a fuzzy hat with rain boots, but with shorts. I was like, only him. Only he.
Oh no, and Jimmy came in naked.
Oh yeah, that's a move.
Jimmy just came in like
That's a move.
And nothing in his hand, no bag, no nothing.
But I would consider myself more fashionable than you.
What?
Oh yeah, dude. I know fashion.
Dude,
I'm telling you.
talk to me when you buy your second suit.
Talk to me when you aren't wearing free t-shirts. Are you still wearing the Kovalev free dry fit?
Absolutely. Why not?
That thing's
I don't need to be a fashionista to go to work.
Oh man, we got our winners, Vlad. All right, we're all good. All right, stop calling for Blink 182, everybody. Enough of that nonsense. Let's get to the Cats. All right, Paul Maurice. He loves the demeanor.
Did they get? Wait, let's start off. Did they get there?
Yeah, no issues.
Okay,
I believe no issues. I think they're all good.
Okay.
And our boy David Dwork got there okay too. It doesn't seem like there was any issues there. I think he had to take 4 flights though.
Really? Oh no, he ain't flying direct.
Ping pong. Oh, I don't think there are any. I don't think there are any.
You have to make a stop in either Denver, Dallas, or some province in
Why do you have
Canada.
to stop? Why is it always Dallas?
Because Dallas is the hub of the airline. You have
hub.
to do here. Understand, if you fly to Miami,
yep,
right, you're flying American,
mm-hmm.
and you're going to other places where American is hubbed.
Aren't they hubbed? Aren't they hubbed everywhere?
No.
Who doesn't have American?
And that you have. Listen, there's a difference in being a hub and flying and having a flight.
Why? Because they're like a gas station or something?
No, they have a whole like wing.
Mm.
Because like American flies to Fort Lauderdale, but they ain't hubbed there.
Dallas though. Dallas is what messed me up on time.
They fly to everywhere, but depending on where you fly, you have to go to another hub to get a connecting flight to there.
Smeathan says Tobin don't know hubs. He just knows subs. Oh, dude, I love a sub. Seems like a sub day. It's Friday.
Sub day. Ooh, you know what was it? Last week?
Mm-hmm.
I had a taste for last Saturday. Las Espadas. Oh, yeah.
It's a meatball?
I still no. Mel got the meatball. I just got turkey, and now they have bacon. They got bacon in Las Espadas, so I just told them put a whole bunch of bacon on it. So I just got turkey and bacon.
Yeah, it sounds like a pub sub day.
Oh man. Here's Paul Maurice. Think Paul Maurice has hit up the pub subs? You think he's into that now? 2 years down here?
Yeah, he has to.
He has to, right? Do you think Paul Maurice can go to Publix now and just order by himself? I mean, Messi's tried it.
Yes, because we are because of people being from all over the world, depending on where you go, you could go through there. Now, Messi's a different story. Messi will be more known because there's more Latinos down here and more soccer people down here than hockey people.
You're right, but Paul Maurice does have a distinct look. Like you kind of his aura. He has an aura.
I know, but you still got to know who he is, though.
Do you think Paul Maurice puts in contacts to be in disguise? Because like the glasses are his thing.
No.
Yeah, glasses.
Listen, Paul Maurice seems like he'll go to the pub. He'll go to the pub line and have hockey conversations with everybody.
He's talking forecheck while they slices meat.
Right.
Hey, yo.
Here he is on the Cat's demeanor. He loves it.
I'll just tell you what I think. We've already done it for both teams. Yeah, the crowd is going to be lit up, just like the last game here. It was incredible. Like all of these games, it is just on fire. So you almost feel it less. I mean, there's a truth to kind of desensitization to extreme events, right? You get I don't know, a fireman, firewoman, first day on the job, first fire they go to, it's on. There's a lot going on. 10 years in, yeah, blazes 3 times the size, doesn't matter, I know what door I'm going in. There is something to that. So the more playoff experience you get as a group, I'm not saying there's going to be less juice. It just, you're not going to be overwhelmed by it because you felt it.
Well, you obviously you weren't overwhelmed. What I'm saying
Right, and both teams have been able to come into the other building and win a game they needed to win. And everybody's got it now, right? They don't need to turn the music up anymore to get the players more jacked up. It's there.
Wow. He's right, man. That first fire must be crazy to run into when you're a rookie fireman or woman.
I mean, the analogy works.
What's
I mean, because I
That has to be a feeling where you're like, am I sure I want to do this?
I took the first. Now, I will say this. My first NFL game, right, caught me off guard. Here's why. Because, you know, when you play in these preseason games, they give you when are you going to play and blah, 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 right? So we played in the Hall of Fame game my rookie year. And the guy that was playing as a rookie, I played third quarter. So the guy that was playing before me got hurt. So I was just standing on the sidelines and they say, hey, Horde, you got to go in. I say, I'm third quarter, baby, third quarter. Your guy got hurt. Get in there. So I had to just, I had to just run in there. Right?
Wow.
Caught me off guard. But here's the kicker. Like, it was such a fire drill that the nervousness was away because I was rushing. Right? I didn't even get to go in the huddle. They yelled the play to me. Screenplay. First play I ever had, 40 yards. Nice. I was like, wow, that's cool. Now, I did throw up on the sideline. Well, no, guess why? Guess why? Because I wasn't supposed to play to the second half. I had a little dip in.
Oh, man.
When I ran in, I didn't put my mouthpiece in and I swallowed it.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, exactly.
-1.
Yeah. It was bad.
I have a question for you, Tobin.
Yeah.
What's with you and Leroy? What's with these South Florida coaches with first waves and then second waves? That was your defensive coordinator of the Dolphins, right?
Right.
And now Mr. Maurice with,
because
the analogy of the firefighter,
I don't know.
It's a little different. Well, the first wave and the second wave applies to a team that wants to have a lot of depth and rotate. So that's where that comes in with Weaver, right? I knew what that meant. That meant that he's not just going to rely on his 4 starting defensive linemen, right? They're going to rotate these guys, which is why Calais Campbell will fit right in because he's not going to be asked to play every play. Now, it's interesting with 2 guys missing for part of the season, how that's going to play out, kind of forcing those rookies into playing a lot more than you probably would need them to play, in their rookie season, right? And with Paul Maurice, he's just like, here's what Paul Maurice was trying to do. He was trying to give you a comparison while still making the event important. Because he started off by saying you're desensitized, which could kind of come across the wrong way because you say, oh, we just playing a game, it don't matter. And that was kind of what I was trying to say to Tobin a couple of weeks ago, is that once the game starts, you're just playing the game. Like, what the game means doesn't necessarily matter. You're playing each moment and using what you've learned and your preparation to try to master that moment, and then the results are the results. And that's what he was trying to kind of get at. But if you say that, sometimes people take that as it's not a big deal. So he tried to use an analogy, whereas it's always important. But if you experience that over and over again, you kind of go in there relaxed and the moment doesn't overwhelm you. And that's why he started by saying, well, they're desensitized, and he stopped. And then he started talking about the fire, right? And it's like, yeah, if a person, they go into their first fire, right? Even though you've had all that training, you're a little bit nervous because you've never done it. Now, training is the training is supposed to desensitize you to making the moment bigger than it is, and you go out and do your job. But you're still nervous the first time you go in there, right? You're still nervous the first playoff game you play in. Because I remember the first playoff game I played in, the crowd and the fans and everything was electric. And the only thing that saved me was my first playoff game was at home, right? So I was in a comfortable environment. So yeah, I get what he's saying, and you want it to be that way. That's why I keep saying, the great thing about this Panthers team, the message has been consistent all year, regardless of the circumstances. So the bigger the circumstances get, the more I think that they'll be in a position to just go out and perform.
I agree, Leroy. If I was a fireman, I would definitely want my first day there to be like a cat in a tree, just to ease me into it instead of a fire.
Dummy, emergencies don't have, like, you know what I mean? Oh, cat in the tree. Let's go, Tobin. No, you're up, baby. Whatever it is, it is.
I understand, but it'd
Tobin
be nice.
wants his first day at the job, his first like actual live action is just him helping an elderly lady get her cat off the tree.
Right, exactly.
Come back, Arthur. Come back.
You get scratched.
Why is the cat's name Arthur?
I think it's she's old. Oh, the old have people named Arthur or animals. Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. We'll tickle Leroy's fancy coming up next hour. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Go subscribe. You guys can watch us live every single day. Hockman and Crowder clips. Grant's Corner. One day I'll get Joe Rose on there. One day. I'm trying.
Where?
On YouTube. I'll get him there.
Okay.
I'll get him there one day.
Oh, should we do our oh no now? Oh no.
Who died?
Donald
Sutherland. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Kiefer's dad.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Damn.
Oh no.
Man, we were watching there on the break, Leroy. Udonis Haslam was on First Take, and then Vlad said it right. Like, this is exactly what I've always wanted. I mean, he lit their ass on fire just talking because they were doing a segment, biggest contender, like who's the biggest threat to take down the Celtics eventually. And like he's sitting here and he's hearing Knicks and he's hearing Cavs, and he goes, "I'm tired of this disrespect. This is ridiculous." He goes, well, "Why are you guys always overlooking us?" He called out Perk, he called out Windhorst, Molly Curran got some, all of them got it. Stephen A's not there today.
Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna pull a Stephen A. ISO on me. Give me the camera." He did. He's like, "ISO on me."
Called for the ball.
He called for the camera. He's like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the disrespect. I'm sick of all you guys saying all these other teams that we've beaten, if healthy. But he did call out his guys, though.
He did.
He originally called like guys like, we need to stay healthy. If we're healthy, we beat all those other teams.
He also says Jimmy Butler's not going anywhere.
So did Wendy.
He's like, you guys say that he's going somewhere. He's not going anywhere. So we'll see. Although there was a weird ass. Can I tell you something? Yesterday, NBA.
Listen, you know what? Sports needs to be back to kind of take care of your idle mind, because when you have free time, the stuff that you come with, what you've seen or heard, or the people that you were all of a sudden listening to that you didn't give a damn about during football season or basketball season, all of a sudden they got credibility.
UD doesn't have credibility?
No. I'm just saying, with some of the people you come here saying, so-and-so said.
That's fair. I will.
You do it all every year. Every year. The only thing that's saving us is hockey. Otherwise, we would have been at this sooner.
That's not true.
What?
He is putting good content out on his
I'm
YouTube
telling you
channel.
right now. Look, I'm telling you right now, I don't dismiss anybody. Okay? I don't believe everybody, but I don't dismiss anybody.
Okay.
So that's the way I look at it. But there was a weird ass report yesterday from Shams. A report I'd never seen anything like this before.
Confusing.
Very confusing, right? Because normally, what are the reports they put out? Such and such is interested in such and such may make a move for such and such. I never seen a report like this yesterday from Shams. Listen to this, Leroy. He puts out a report and it says the Sixers' interest in pursuing Paul George has significantly waned in recent days. The franchise is expected to be aggressive elsewhere in its salary cap flexibility and draft capital leading into next week's NBA draft. I've never heard a not interested anymore report before. That's such a weird
wait. Can I tell you? You want to translate? You want me to translate?
Please.
Yeah, please do.
There have been talks, and it's one of those situations where the team is demanding X, and you say we're not coming off of that, and then they go, okay, you know what? Come back to us with some legitimate. If you want to trade him, fine. If not, we're not interested.
Well, he's a free agent. That's the thing. That's why I find it weird. He's a free agent. He could just
he still
sign
has to opt out, though.
He does have to opt out, but in
a lot of these situations, they will do a sign and trade.
Yeah. Well, this is the latest what's going on with Paul George. Apparently, that he may just opt in and ask for a trade for a one last year,
right?
Destination. So that's possible. But I tell you right now, Leroy, I know exactly what happened with this Paul George.
What happened?
I know exactly what happened.
Go ahead,
dude. Okay. I was watching the NBA Finals.
We all were.
Right? And they did a really weak-ass segment where they brought up Joel Embiid and Paul George together on the desk, right? And, Paul George, he can't get a word in edgewise, right? It was just Joel Embiid sucking the air out of the entire segment. He's talking, and then you have Paul George sitting here like a bump on a log. You know, Joel Embiid's trying to give him the side eye. I'm telling you, right then and there, Paul George says, "Rats off a ship. I'm out." He's like, I'm out. I'm not being with this guy.
Can I ask you a question?
He's an energy sucker.
But you don't think that athletes,
yeah,
it happens all the time. You look at where you're trying to go, where you're trying to get, and who can help you get there, and all that other nonsense you put to the side. You don't think guys do that?
No.
Because, there's been a lot of situations where teammates didn't like each other and you didn't find out until after.
Not new teammates. Not
Sure.
a guy that, not a guy that you're like, you're a free agent and you have the control, which Paul George does. He can go wherever he wants, right?
Right.
And he, like, it's almost like Love Island, right? And
it always goes back to Love
It does.
Island.
Oh, let me just tell you something right now. What a season. They took a turn yesterday. It's on Peacock exclusively.
A good turn or a bad turn?
Oh, a good turn for entertainment, bad turn for the island.
Okay.
Everybody hates each other. It's fantastic. These Islanders are a mess. We don't handle things like the Brits do. The Brits are very repressed. They're not going to let themselves be shown to be a disaster. We Americans don't care. But anyway, it's like Love Island.
In other words, Americans are very dramatic.
Whoa! Especially the girls on this season. It's great. But honestly, the only guy that has it together is the British guy. But anyway, it's like Love Island. Mm-hmm. You think the idea of her is a good idea or him is a good idea, but then you go on that first date and it just doesn't vibe. And I'm telling you, dude,
but that's different.
Paul George went on.
That's different. Here's why. Because even with the athletes, if you feel that way, you still know what the skill set is, right? So regardless, listen, Paul George is trying to win a championship.
Yep.
Can we say that's the most important thing?
Like
but he said he's not champion. He's not ring chasing. He's also said some weird stuff, Leroy.
They all say that he ain't gonna go to no bum team.
But listen to what also he said, right? He also said he's not ring chasing, but he wants to go to a team that it's a perfect fit for him. So to me, when you say that, you don't. You're home. You're playing in your hometown, playing for a team that gave up all the assets to get you.
And plus, you're gonna get it's not like Kawhi Leonard staying healthy the rest of his career anyway. He's gonna be the star half the time anyway.
To me, when you say you want to play in a team in a perfect fit, that's either a shot at James Harden, and you don't like the way the team has been since they made the trade for Harden and got Westbrook. And also, what are you really looking for? Because if you're not ring chasing, but you want to go to a team that's a perfect fit, I mean, if you stay in the West, you're not going to be. It's going to be difficult.
The teams that are the perfect fit are the teams that he will be basically the primary 3-point shooter and can do all of his Paul George stuff, which is out east. Pick a team.
Yeah, but it's also, but I'm telling you, dude, there's something about being Joel Embiid's teammate. Why does everybody friggin' hate it? You know?
Well, one guy doesn't hate it.
Who?
Really?
Who, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Why didn't he stay?
Brett Brown.
They didn't pay him. They didn't want him.
No. It was no.
It wasn't Jimmy.
We like to take shots at Embiid, but it wasn't because of Embiid. Jimmy left. But Jimmy left because of Ben Simmons and Brett Brown.
Didn't stay because of Embiid.
Yeah, but he's been flirting with Embiid.
He's flirting with him to come.
Wait. Jimmy didn't. They decided not to pay Jimmy.
Right, they decided
that's a whole different situation.
Right.
That's a situation Jimmy chose to go somewhere because he didn't like Embiid. What? At least tell the right story, dude. Stop. Yeah. You know that too.
You don't like Embiid. Let's be real.
You guys are making it seem like he's
wait, you paid Tobias Harris over me?
Yeah.
You don't remember those statements?
Of course.
Okay. What does that have to do with Joel Embiid?
And the social media flirting
at Philadelphia 76.
He flirted with him to come down here.
Right. But he
said, I know a place where villains are welcome. He didn't say, I want to go back to that bum ass city.
But they've been talking.
Are they?
They have.
You know what? I I love the way sometimes the truth eludes you. Like you know what? Sometimes you use the truth like Tyreek Hill run the go route. Just don't even worry about covering it.
First time
Like you know damn well you the main one talking about Tobias Harris over me. You come in every day during that series talking about that, and now all of a sudden you saying Jimmy came down here because he didn't want to play with Embiid.
I didn't say it was the reason he didn't want to come down here. No, I didn't. I just said like you guys claim, oh, he loved playing with Joel Embiid. Did he? If you loved playing with somebody, you would have made it work.
What?
You would have made it work.
What?
The team didn't want to pay him.
Dude, that first of all, it's not true. They didn't want to pay him.
What?
It's not true that they just didn't want to pay him. He didn't want to be there because like he didn't like the vibe there.
He didn't like Brett Brown and Ben Simmons.
Okay, that's part of it too.
Wait.
If you loved Joel Embiid enough,
what did those comments mean? That
When
you
what?
chose to pay Tobias Harris over me.
That came out 2 years ago.
Okay,
After
and what
the-
was and
Shocking another series where Joel Embiid wasn't 100%.
no, again, you're
avoiding
going to
that.
something. You're going to something else.
You're
What
avoiding-
did the Tobias Harris comments mean then?
I just said 2 years. 2 years ago that happened.
Right.
So if somebody says you decided to pay another person
Mm-hmm.
besides me, that means if you had paid me, I would still be there.
Maybe.
Right, Leroy?
Yeah, no. See, we might as well just move on. Like ridiculous that you say the reason why he didn't.
I didn't say it was the reason. I didn't say it was the
Didn't
reason.
say it
I
was the
never
reason.
said it was the
You
reason.
never said that.
Don't say. See, like
it
you're
was the
getting upset.
facial
You're getting
expression,
upset
Leroy.
because you're saying I'm
Leroy,
saying something
it
that I
was-
didn't say.
He said, it's the facial expression and the
Okay.
I
So
guess
you're,
my thing
wait,
is, like,
you're saying
There's this idea
Hold
that
on.
he would love to go play with Joel Embiid again, and I'm like, would you?
he
Like,
would have if they would have paid him instead of Tobias Harris, he would still be there.
maybe. I don't know.
Ugh. Then why make the comments if that wasn't true?
Because he's Jimmy Butler is the biggest troll in the league.
Well, no, actually, Joel Embiid is the biggest troll in the league. That's why he's called Troll Embiid. That's why they like each other. They're both trolls. You just made my point.
I'm not saying maybe he does like Joel Embiid. I don't know. But the point is he's not there anymore. And after you've seen what Joel Embiid has done year after year after year, do you think Jimmy Butler's been more encouraged to go back play with Joel Embiid over the last few years or less?
I would say this. He has a more reliable running mate in Bam Adebayo,
100%.
right? That I would say more reliable. Okay. But Joel is that next level dude, but you don't know if he's going to be there.
Next level of what?
He's an MVP.
DNPs?
He's an MVP.
Good for him. So was Russell Westbrook. Everybody seems to clamor to play with him too. Dude's face doesn't even work.
All right.
Oh, come on now.
What?
He's taking shots at his Bell palsy. Still was dropping numbers.
Dude's inventing new injuries for a guy in his prime. I've never even heard of this.
That is kind of weird for a
Bell's
guy.
Are you kidding me?
at
Like
30?
what else is gonna pop up? Leprosy?
Oh man,
Oh my goodness.
the Black Plague.
I just say, well, he is black and he would have the plague. It would be the Black Plague. I mean, why you don't like Joel Embiid? That's fine, right? But you can't here. If I don't like somebody, right, I'm still not going to say they're not great. Like you try to diminish a person's abilities because you don't like them, right? There's not a team out there that if they could have Joel Embiid, they say, sign me up. Nobody. So all your comments about Joel Embiid go lost because everybody realizes that
What do you
he's great. Is
okay,
he
but getting back,
Is he always hurt?
Hold on.
Sure.
But getting back to the point of what happened, right? Like he has this weird stint with Paul George on a desk, which is really awkward. It was really awkward.
That I can agree.
Okay. It was super awkward. Paul George has the choice to go where he wants to go.
Any mysteriously?
You can say, hey, he has tremendous talent, but you can't act like guys haven't wanted to hit the hills because they haven't loved the fit of playing next to another star. A la James Harden, a guy that plenty of people get sick of playing with. All right.
Yeah, but is that on James Harden or Joel Embiid? That didn't work out.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
that was
come on.
that was another money issue.
Oh, you're talking about in Philadelphia?
Yeah, that was another money
I would give
issue.
that. I would probably give that to James Harden stinking up the joint.
Right.
But no, he wanted more money.
But
and he
James
said-
Harden. But there's
Because
been
he
multiple.
seems to be working
Hold on,
pretty good with
Leroy.
Tyrese.
I understand. I understand. There's been like James Harden's had people sick of playing with him on like 3 different teams.
Right.
Maybe
No, that's
so.
what I'm saying. But so you can't put that on Joel Embiid.
I'm not putting that one on Joel Embiid, but
He's
I'm
fine
saying
with Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey's a baby. He doesn't know any better. He'll get sick of him too.
Okay.
Trust me, when Tyrese Maxey gets bounced from 2 more first rounds because Joel Embiid's got another 6 to 8, he's gonna be like, Jesus.
The Twitchers they're funny right now. They're giving reasons Joel Embiid did not play. Spanish flu. Rickets. I haven't heard rickets.
Well, the good news now is if you have something wrong with you, there's a drug commercial that tells you to go to your doctor and ask for it. I get it, man. Look, I'm one of those people that I will swallow my dislike for somebody and I will, just dismiss it if I know that guy can help me win a championship. And I think a lot of guys have problems with other players and it doesn't come out until failure because of that. Like, hey, man, I didn't really like you. And then you doing this? You see what I'm saying? And I think that's what happens with James Harden. You think you can get by all the antics and all the, no defense and all that because you think, oh, great scorer, we need that. And then when it fails, then you start having a problem with James Harden. But the idea of it, you always think you can work around. But I know for a fact, if you said, hey, Joel Embiid's on the market, they line up.
I agree with that.
Including the Heat. Come on, dude.
Take a break. Back after this. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to our headlines, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final is tonight. The Florida Panthers take on the Edmonton Oilers, up 3-2. They will once again take their 3rd crack at clinching Lord Stanley tonight. So hopefully tonight is the night that they can get it done. And we'll see what's what there. Meanwhile, Vlad, if we could burn the televisions in here, because this Boston parade is about to start. I really have no interest in seeing it. So if we could light a fire to these televisions, I don't need any breaking coverage in right now. Tatum's already talking that bleep. They've been doing a lot of it, and especially very much directed at the Miami Heat, which is very annoying. It's very annoying, but also, like, what can you do if you're a Miami Heat fan? Like, you're going to sit here.
Gotta eat it.
You got to eat it. Like, here's the thing. So we'll get this Tatum clip from you guys in for a second, because, two people, like, that I cannot stand. And honestly, I don't have a lot of ill feelings towards Jason Tatum. Scalabrini, I'm not a fan of. But Scalabrini is hosting, I guess, what is a pre-parade press conference. I don't know what the hell's going on. But he had these comments about trips to Miami that we'll get here. And yeah, it's annoying, but it's like, this was kind of Pat Riley's point when, Jimmy Butler is sitting at F1 and talking about, well, if I was healthy, Boston would be home right now. Like, Jimmy Butler was talking smack to series that he wasn't even playing in. He was talking to Chris Haynes and telling him we were about to go up 2-1. And they didn't. They lost. They lost in 5. Wasn't your full team. But what can you do? Like, the only thing the Miami Heat fan can do right now if you're mad about what Jason Tatum is saying is hold on to it, save it, and then hope that you can come back and win and rub it in their face another year.
Right.
That's it. I mean, that's all you can do right now. When you're,
you gotta kind of eat it. They want a championship.
I hate it. Yeah,
and it's hard. It's hard. Like, here's the problem. It would be different if they won in the championship, if they beat the Heat in the championship, in the Eastern Conference Championship. It was the first round, right? You got to kind of eat it, right? Regardless of what the circumstances were, you got to eat it.
Even if it wasn't the Eastern Conference Finals, if they went in and win the championship, you would have to eat it. But
no, you have to eat it, but you would have more of an argument about circumstances or situation or whatever.
Here was Tatum moments ago.
Jason Tatum, how was the last couple of days since winning the championship?
It's been unreal. Still doesn't seem true, but just trying to stay in the moment, honestly.
And you guys jumped on a flight to Miami right off the next day?
A couple hours after, actually.
You guys been on a lot of trips to Miami, a lot of hard-fought trips to Miami. Was this one a little sweeter taking that trip down?
They always easy.
Oof. Them fighting words.
Hate him.
Okay, but again, here. It's like all the people that used to say they was going to beat the hell out of Mike Tyson. Right? At this, as currently constructed, right? They're better. That don't mean they will always win, right? But we'll figure it out. We'll play them next year.
Yeah. No, listen. Congratulations,
right,
you guys. You guys got your red carpet. You got your red carpet to the championship. You should have won. You did. Congratulations.
I mean, you were the best team, best record.
They're the best record.
You got it.
Right.
They're the best record. Good for that.
Let's not make it sound like things like
Trips are always.
They've been the best team all year.
Yeah, trips are always. Oh, they're always easy.
That's that. You see, but that's the lie.
That's
that not like that. Okay, talk your ish. I get it, but that's not lie. Don't say Miami trips are easy because I've seen you cry before.
I would think that the trips are easy too, especially if I had Jaylen Brown carrying my ass to a championship.
Yeah, let's not.
I would think that the championships are easy too, especially if Drew Holiday was there, gifted to me by a disgruntled GM, carrying me to championship. I would think it was easy too if I was hoisting Larry O'Brien, shooting 39% from the field in the finals. I would think it was always easy too.
Can I ask you a question?
Hey, Leroy, I would think it was easy too if I had Derek White and his teeth
and hairline
overshadowing me in the NBA finals. I would think it was easy too. Of course, I would think it's easy.
Question.
It's always been easy.
Question.
For him. Congratulations.
Question. If I flip it,
and
make that the Miami Heat, does Jimmy Butler say the same thing?
No, I don't think he cares about Boston.
Nobody wants to party in Boston.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the question that was asked, would Jimmy have a very similar answer? That's what rivals do, right? That's what you do. You got to eat it. I know it sucks, but that's your rival.
All right, fine. You got to eat it. You got to eat the humble pie, but don't lie. Don't put no lying.
That's just all of the digging.
Nah, don't tell me trip to Miami easy because it's not.
Of course, we know it's not.
Oh yeah, don't lie. Don't lie.
What? You have your chance to prove it. The Heat will have a chance to prove it. Just like I always look. The other team beat you. The other team won the chip. Whatever. Let them have we regroup and we'll take care of that. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to cry over what they said. The fact of the matter is they beat us. They won the chip. So what? To get all in, you getting all up in your feelings because of what they said and all that. Don't worry about that. You'll have a chance. You'll have a chance to take care of it next year.
I'm more annoyed with them coming down here than I am the words, honestly. Them coming down here really annoyed me.
And then he said,
because it was so blatant. It's such a blatant FU.
But Dallas came here too, right? Or were they already here?
No, but Dallas was already Dallas won in Miami. They won here.
Hold on. Okay.
That's why again. I gotta back him up on this because here's the thing. He just said, listen, this is why you gotta listen to what people say. He said, remember Scalabrini, a lot of hard-fought battles. He said, hey, you guys, I heard you guys went to Miami the next day. He said, no, a couple hours after.
Yeah, Scalabrini, by the way, the Ducker who wouldn't go to SPO press conferences and waltz in for the home ones.
So think about it. They didn't even want to stay in their city to celebrate. They came down to
Miami.
Miami.
Why would you? And because you know what? Look,
they were in Dallas though, right? They were in Dallas.
They were in Boston.
Leroy, what?
They won in Boston.
They won the title in Boston.
Wait. 1, 2,
5.
They won the title in Boston.
It was a gentleman's sweep.
Okay. Yeah.
And here's the thing, Joe Mazzulla, I'll get Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla seems like a bit of a quack, but what did he do? Walked around the city with the trophy. He's letting the O'Keefes and the O'Malleys touch it. I love you now, Mazzulla. Never doubted you, even though Hofford was the coach the first year.
You throwing your Tobin in all the comments now?
No. This is O'Malley.
I just look.
But look, I do tend to agree with you. Look, I'm not gonna say if Jim that was kind of
you sound like whiny babies.
I am a whiny baby. I'm very upset they lost.
You admit that.
I just get eliminated first round.
I never want my rival to win either, right? I just don't. You don't. I get it. But if they do win, you got to eat it.
Fine. I'm just saying this right now. They're getting eliminated first round next season. I can tell you right now. The way
Fat
Tatum,
cats.
No, exactly. Tatum he doesn't even know how to celebrate. He's using everybody else's celebration.
He's the fourth most important player on the team.
Now you see, you still.
I mean, it is.
All right.
If you want to swap, let me ask you this. If you drop Tatum and just had Porzingis instead of him, do they still win the title?
If you drop who?
Drop Tatum for Porzingis in the playoffs.
And Porzingis plays all games?
Yeah.
You still win.
Yeah, they still win. They still win.
Because I would venture to say that Porzingis had more of an impact when he was healthy.
I hope they engrave coattails on Jason Tatum's ring.
Jeez. Hey, this is the second time right now, right?
What?
The second time you've done this with teams winning championship.
Who was the other one?
LeBron, when they beat the Heat.
Oh, in the bubble?
Oh, yeah. That one. That was, I mean,
come on, dude. You can't.
That's so blatant. No. Listen. You lose Goran Dragic, our leading scorer, our leader, our engine, and his foot explodes. I'm not going to make it seem like it's not a big deal. Everybody just scoffs at it because he's adorable little Gogi.
No,
you can't do that because I mean, then Celtics fans could say about that in Game 7 last year in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they can, but don't get down 3-0.
But they came back and made it 3-3.
But don't get down 3-0.
And they
don't get down 3-0.
Tatum got hurt.
Don't put yourself in that position.
But he's only viewing it from the Heat's perspective.
He's using it, yeah, exactly.
Right, and that's that position.
So again,
look.
And by the way, how am I supposed to feel if Jaylen Brown said all year that I failed? I failed in that.
Here's
position.
what I'm gonna say. Tip your hat to him.
Teams lose their fourth most important player all the time, and they're fine. And that's exactly what happened to the Celtics in that game.
I tip my hat to the Celtics.
I don't.
Good on you. And we move on. That's it. First of all, I wouldn't even play no Jason Tatum sound. Right? You asking, you want to be miserable.
If I don't play it, then everyone's gonna say I'm soft for not playing it.
What?
And by everyone, I mean Schmeeth and Schmolnick.
Well, they say they don't like mature Tobin right now.
I'm not being mature, but
yes, you are by playing the sound. Why you got to play Boston sound?
I'm not being mature. I just am telling you that it's annoying, but I can't be, mad at Jason Tatum, fourth most important player on the Celtics, Mr. 40%. I can't be mad at him.
You can't just.
I can't be mad at him if Jimmy Butler is going to go out there and say when he didn't play that Boston hypothetically would have been home if I would have played. That's why Pat Riley was pissed.
Yeah, because Boston was really good this year. And Jimmy didn't play a lot. So to make assumptions like that is a little bit, But
that being said, whoever let them party down here, you guys can go to hell.
Yeah. I don't
like hey, hold on, let me tell you something right now. You guys down there. Open up
the window. Hey, and guess what else talks? That check that they filled out there.
Whatever, dude. Have some pride.
Hey, you got pride.
Act like you got some love. Hey, this camera working? Right there. Hey, I know you guys can hear me down there at 601 Biscayne Boulevard.
We can't wait. Let us move all this money. Hold on.
Hey, I hope you all there in those nice looking offices over there see all of this and you fix it. All right? I'm not doing this again next year. I'm not going to have these charlatan bums parade through these streets over here, and I'm not going to deal with that again. So you better get off your Godfather ass and go make some moves and get Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler some goddamn help because you have these Sully and Murphs laughing at us. Ooh. All right? And I'm sick of it, dude. Disgraceful. You sat here and you came back this year with Patty Mother Bleeping Mills, who has an adorable accent, but built more brick houses than the third little pig. So, Pat, Mickey, Nick, Andy, Spo,
Zoe.
Adam, Zoe, UD, you better be making some moves this year, dude, because I am not going through another summer of Sully. This has been the worst 2 weeks of my life. The Panthers have helped a little bit, but not that much to not still have this burn my ass. So I'm telling you right now, guys, we better get going this summer. Pay Jimmy Butler his money, get Bam Adebayo his extension, and either get me Spider, get me Dame, get me Paul Mother Bleepin' George. I don't care, but I better not go through this again because I'm sick of it, dude. Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. I'm going to grow up now.
I did not think that was directed at Pat Riley. I thought it was directed when it started at the clubs that allowed the Celtics to come down. But then when you start yelling at Pat and others, it took a turn for the worse.
I'm in a dark place. I need the Cats to win tonight.
I wanted to jump in, but I just figured, like the last time I had to jump in, you got shot with a tranquilizer gun, and that wasn't good.
Man. Hey, Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover
You
law
sure
firm?
can. Hey, remember I told you guys yesterday you're going to have that passing shower. It rained pretty hard for a couple of minutes yesterday. That's kind of what we're getting to get. It is partly to mostly cloudy, so it means like it's closer to mostly cloudy than it is to partly cloudy out by me. The winds are blowing at like 15 to 20 miles an hour out of the, hold on. I'm going to say out of the southeast. And it's probably like 84, 85 degrees. It's been a lot cooler than that heat wave we had a few weeks ago, right before all that damn rain.
Leroy's weather report brought to you by the Demesman and Dover Law Firm. YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE. Yeah, I hope it stays nice. I want to try and go snorkeling tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
It's too windy for the snorkel.
Is it?
It's pretty windy. It's going to be choppy.
I haven't noticed a wind.
Dude, I'm looking outside right now. It's like a lot breezier than it's been the last couple of weeks.
My son wants to go fishing too. And
what y'all go fishing for? Just bass?
The thing with
I think you're wrong.
What?
With ice?
It's 88 degrees right now.
Ooh.
The humidity makes it feel like it's 96.
What?
But you're right with the wind gusting, though. It is wind gusting at 15 miles per hour.
What about the peanut? I'll have to look it up.
The peanut.
Peanut Island. Well, yeah, so that's the thing. He likes to go fishing at Peanut Island, but like the only thing they got there is tropical fish. And I don't think you're supposed to fish for those.
He's like, oh, I want to catch one of those red ones. Let me catch one of those orange ones. Yeah.
But they're like, you know, like whenever you put them, they like swarm. Like that's all they got.
Yeah, because they have feeding times and they don't expect a hook to be in one of the fish.
Yeah, happens, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
What? He's never been, you don't take him bass fishing?
We got a bass last week off of his in his grandfather's backyard.
Nice. It was a nice one.
Yeah, it was all right. It was good for him. It was the first time I let him reel one in, you know. He was excited.
Did he want to touch the fish?
I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's a Florida boy.
Usually kids, they want to reel it in and then get in and no.
He'll be, you know, he'll be making raccoons not choke before you know it. That was crazy yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he burped a raccoon. Like, who? Hey.
Bill, you got to hit him lower. I didn't know they got down in Michigan like that.
Dude, there's all kind of animals. The baddest animal in the woods is a wolverine.
That's true.
That's not even like them things are nasty. Raccoons are pretty nasty too, though. You know how raccoons fight, right?
No.
They jump on animals' backs and rip their guts out.
What?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Huh. Look it up.
I don't feel like I have a need to.
I'm telling you. Like, yeah, that's how they fight.
They fight dirty.
They're nasty. Those are some nasty animals. The fact that he allowed himself to be burnt. Well, maybe because he was dying. He was like, well, all right.
I better save him, you know.
All right. I think, but he isn't. He is choking, though. A little bit lower, Bill. Upward motion. There you go. There it is. A little bit lower. Let's go. You're not going to die. Yes. You're not going to die. You saved the game. I hope you got that.
He yelled to a raccoon, you're not going to die on my watch. Like, really? That raccoon say idiots and just walked
Leroy.
away.
Leroy.
Hey, no,
Leroy.
I know, Vlad. Never happened.
Okay.
Vlad, I said the same thing yesterday.
All right, so I was just shocked by who
I'm
was
like,
performing and who was there.
hey, first of all, you know what be happening? I'll be drinking my Red Bull or my 40, and I'll be like, should have never ate that cheese. Should never ate that cheese. You ain't gonna come in this backyard no more. Go
tell
take
your friends.
Yeah. Nope. Nah, y'all around here giving animals mouth to mouth and all that stuff. Nah.
Silly Sauce says, please take video of Leroy snorkeling.
No, who? No,
Me.
Yeah, you know what? Don't just get a random black guy because it ain't gonna be Leroy. So you want me to go get in the water, right?
It's really pretty. It's really pretty. It's like it's my favorite place to snorkel.
When we went to Jamaica, we got in the water, right? They told us, don't put anything silver, don't wear any, shiny stuff because of the barracudas, right? I was like, bet. Okay, cool. Took all my stuff off. I said, the big spoon, if I see a barracuda, I'm out, right? She said, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we under the water, we looking because it's not deep water. We not, I'm close where I can get the hell out of there. And 2 barracudas went by.
You were done.
That was it.
That was it. Done.
That was it. I'm like, they got a perfectly nice pool with people in it. I'm gonna go play with the people. I ain't messing with wildlife.
Hold on. Who gets more scared? Barracudas swimming at Derek Wright or Derek White swimming at Barracudas?
He's fixed now. I saw his teeth.
Dude, that ain't an overnight fix. They can fix that
too. You can't fix
Wait, let me tell you something.
Bro.
You know what it is? Look, let me explain something to you. You know what that's the equivalent of? You got a leak in your roof, but you need to get a new roof. So you fix that leak, but you got people coming over giving you quotes for a new roof.
I got Derek White here for this. The only Celtics championship coverage left for today because I'm sick of them already. But Derek White, these are his teeth. After I think he said that he was in the dentist for a total of 3 hours this week.
Oh wow!
Hey,
he got fake teeth.
No, they put a cap on it. But check this out. Even from far away, you could tell that they're not lined up for dismissal, right? You know what I'm saying? Look, go back to that picture. Even from far away, he got like 4 or 5 of his teeth not cooperating with the teacher's wishes. So I don't care what you say.
Take a break. Back after this. time, ladies and gentlemen, to tickle Leroy. Leroy, let's just get right to it, dude.
Let's get to it.
Tonight.
Don't do it.
Take on.
Knew it. Hell no.
No?
No.
Fish are rolling.
Okay.
Whopper Juniors.
That ain't, we ain't, look. I have to be focused. Right? All the elements of my cat watching experience has to be in line. Okay? Everybody know from 8 to 8:20, Daddy is available. Get all your last minute questions, your love, your all that out of the way. At 8:22, don't talk to me.
Yeah, they really. Let me tell you something about hockey.
Hey, stop saying the game. Dude, they do this in football. But look, at least when you say it's a 1 o'clock kickoff, the kickoff at 1:07.
No,
Okay.
they're taking liberties in hockey.
They ain't even
NBA
close.
does the same thing. NBA does the same thing. They say it's an 8:30 tip-off. It's really like 8:47.
Come on. Because, look, I appreciate y'all trying to suck out a couple more dollars, and that goes to the players and the organization. I get that. Then tell us what time the game starts. Don't make us sit in front of TV so you can tell people that buy ads at that time that we got X amount of viewers. Because I'm going to tell you right now, DirecTV, let me tell you what they do. You know how you go to your last channels and you can see the pictures on the bottom of what you just seen? Well, I look at the game, right? And if that game still say 20 minutes, I go back to where I'm looking because I know it ain't started yet. So DirecTV, y'all got it right. Show
Leroy,
the picture of the 20 minutes, and the game ain't started yet.
Tomorrow,
yep,
at 3 o'clock,
mm-hmm.
UFC Fight Night, Saudi Arabia. Taking your fancy?
Not really, because this was supposed to be Connor and
no, next week is
next weekend.
Next week.
Okay.
This was supposed to be Hamzat versus Robert Whitaker, which it's not. Hamzat got sick. And
does this happen a lot this time of year? It always seems like the beginning of the year and the fall and the winter is when all these fights always seem to go on.
Summertime.
And in the summer,
I don't know.
They want to be outside for the summer, Leroy.
It's been a hell of a summer. You're not wrong. It's been a lot of.
I don't remember when they used to do boxing outside in Vegas.
Oof.
Yes. Outside.
Speaking of boxing, they laid down the punishment on Ryan Garcia yesterday.
And his little weak ass calling Dana White. Hey Dana, can I join UFC?
You know, does he know that like the state commissions are the state commissions though?
You're right.
Like he can't
clearly doesn't
still get a license to fight. He doesn't. That's not how that works.
Oh, I have a question for you. Can they reverse the decision?
No,
they did. They didn't reverse
contest.
They made it a no contest.
So Haney's back being undefeated again.
He's
Winless.
undefeated.
I mean,
I think he's like 30-0-1.
Okay, because he's also was saying that he wanted to take time off until Garcia's back to run it back again.
He doesn't look. He's very upset, Devin Haney, understandably so, because he got embarrassed. He
basically got bamboozled because it almost seemed like everybody knew what my man was doing except him, right? I don't care if I'm overweight. I'll pay you the extra money. Boom, 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 tore him up, right? He's like, what just happened here? Right? It almost seemed like he got bamboo. Everybody seemed to know what was going on. But so now I bet you this. I bet you them rules are going to be a little different when they go into the ring the next time.
If they do. And then there's this report today that like apparently Devin Haney's upset because he had a fight for his 140 belt go to a purse bid, and he only got like $1.5 million because they're like, oh, you're coming off a loss, not a big fight. So now he's pissed because like, well, I lost to a dirty fighter. Now I don't get these monster paydays. So he's trying to maybe sue Ryan Garcia over this. I don't think this is going away anytime soon as far as the drama is concerned. But yeah, he loses $1 million. I'm a little confused as to why Golden Boy gets $1 million. I don't really understand that. It's very strange to me. But anyway, Leroy,
what's up?
Tonight at what they claim is 8:00, but it's 8:22. Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. Taking your fancy?
Absolutely. You know what's crazy about this? Me watching the Heat or the Panthers or any team I have an interest in the playoffs, right, gets my palms more sweatier than if I was playing myself. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I get nervous watching these games more than I did if I was actually playing. I can't explain it. It's a weird thing, right? I think I get nervous more because I can't do nothing about it.
There's no sport with the mood swings of this sport. Maybe soccer. They'll claim soccer.
No.
A lot of they're running around.
Soccer's a lot of rebooting.
No disrespect.
Soccer's a lot of rebooting, right? Soccer, you go in, you don't like it, you kick it back out. You go in, you don't like it, you kick it back out, right?
You run around, you do your little,
especially when Connor McDavid gets the puck and he starts heading to the other end, you're like, wow, he's really fast.
Yeah.
It's like watching Kyrie with a hockey stick.
Did you guys hear Paul Maurice yesterday? Paul Maurice was talking about the empty netter save by Tkachuk, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm going to show them to that during training camp." So if he says he can't keep up with anybody,
but again, I'm like, you made a very valid point. They talking about how they woke up Connor McDavid. That last game woke up Tkachuk.
Yep.
And so it'll be interesting to see, that where he's going to be when this game starts. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's very interesting because I'm like, and what's Bob's mindset going to be? Because I mean, it's hard, and I always ask this question: what's more important, the goalie or the defense in front of the goalie? Because you can't ask any goalie in hockey to have to make those great saves for a whole game. You can't.
That being said, they need BWB tonight.
What?
Brick Wall Bob.
When's the last time you talked to Bob?
Never.
Media day.
Okay. I don't know if you probably talked to him after game 3.
I didn't talk to him. I haven't talked. Look, I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him.
He has been. Listen, Vlad, we have made it a point to keep this man away from Bob. There's a photograph in the locker room.
The guy who had his back.
If you see this man, you're listen. Truth is the truth. You're correct. You're correct. You had his back. But then when you start talking to him again, he lost his focus.
I don't believe that.
Really?
I don't think the numbers line up with that.
You sure you didn't call him?
No.
I'm saying I think he
Take a break. Get to more Cat Talk. We'll hear from Paul Maurice and Matthew Tkachuk in the lead up to this. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. You want to know something that's annoying?
Oh, there's more? Because you've been on a bit of a run lately for the last couple of hours.
Sorry. That's fair.
You want to know what's annoying. Really? You know what? Today's show, you would have been more impressed if you say, you know what doesn't annoy me today?
I'll tell you what doesn't annoy me. Matthew Tkachuk. He doesn't annoy me.
Okay.
He annoys everybody else in the league, but not me.
Right.
Love him.
Because he's on your team.
Oh, you bet, dude.
Wait, you know what? I'm going to be fair. You need a guy like that.
Definitely.
I had a guy like that everywhere I played. Like, man, playing
Randall?
against this dude, just annoying. I had a guy who was annoying in practice, but I was glad he was on my team. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Dude, I used to tell him all the time, I hate practicing against you. You nonstop. I say, but that's a me problem. You being who you are. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at him.
100%, dude.
Now, I tell you what, them guys who play the Super Bowl on Thursday and then go get burned on Sunday, them guys I got a problem with.
Let's get to some cat talk here, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a party play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers. I had to I can't go get my Celsius. I drank it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I drank it this morning. I figured, to be honest with you, that I would probably need some energy to deal with your nonsense. That was accurate.
Was it because of last night I said it looked like you played with King Koopa shells under your jersey?
Yeah, dude. Like, you did everything but call me a damn turtle. And then what was wrong with that picture? Dude, that was
I said you look good in that picture.
Yeah, like you those aren't even big shoulder pads either.
I'm talking about the Cleveland days, dude. In the Cleveland days, you look like a Galapagos tortoise.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna need all that for protection. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe technology got better with the pads. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. By the time I got to Minnesota,
you were wearing some heavy pads, bro.
No, over here I got the picture. Look,
I told you, he's looking good. A young, spry Leroy Horde, handsomer than Gabe Vincent.
So
44.
From left to right, me, Chuck, R.I.P. He was in the Marines first. Then that's Harold, the coach, Mo Williams, Robert Smith, David Palmer on the left, 22, and Scotty Graham, who's built like a donut.
Damn.
He was, dude. He was 5'8", 230. What do you call it?
Let's talk to Mike. Mike has some cat thoughts tonight. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, what's up, Tobin, Leroy? Hey, Leroy, I'm with Tobin. I'm on side with Tobin on this one. I know who the real mush is, and it's not Tobin, okay? It's pretty ridiculous. We know when the Panthers started losing, exactly when this person got signed.
Hmm?
And it's Calais Campbell. I'm sorry. We gotta get rid of Calais Campbell, man.
Calais Campbell is the mush?
Wait, oh, wow. But you can't.
We know been leaving since he got signed?
I feel like the series, did the series start before, like, are you talking about officially pen to paper?
Yeah. I don't know.
Whichever one makes my argument better.
I like your honesty.
This guy is definitely
Hey,
listening.
wait. First of all, hey, what's his name again?
Mike.
I want you to go tell Calais Campbell he's the mush.
Paul Maurice. This was Paul Maurice on why he saw an improved Matthew Tkachuk in Game 5. Here is the Panthers head coach.
Well, I thought that line was may have made the biggest adjustment to their game going into Game 5. They were really strong defensively, and then that's when that line's like almost like a broken play line, right? They can quick strike off a forecheck, off the stretch game or the up and down the ice game. certainly Sam Bennett can do that. Rodriguez can do that, but their best is in close area, close quarter combat. That's when those guys are at their best. So what they did in the game for me is they gave themselves the most amount of minutes in that context. And in that place, then for me, Matthew finds a rhythm to his game and the hands and everything starts to go back together.
All right.
Wow. Hey, it sounded like it when you say it was cool, but he said that like, if you don't understand hockey and I don't, like he sounded like he was saying some good stuff, right? Now, I don't think half of the people that he was talking to understood what the hell he was saying, but I like it.
Close quarters, dude. Up against the ropes.
But he's kind of making it sound like that's the line that is most versatile as far as defense and offense, right?
Yeah, and taking advantage of mistakes.
Yeah, Kachuk, Bennett, Rodriguez. Who's the other one on there? Who's Bennett is
yeah.
Kachuk, Bennett, Rodriguez. Who's the fourth?
Oh, the defenseman? I mean, they had Ekman Larson out there with them last time.
Yeah.
And then here was Matthew Kachuk. He says, don't think what I did last game matters.
No, I just want to elevate because I want to help my team. I want to help this team win. It's kind of what everybody thinks right now. It's go out there, do whatever you can to just win that one game. We have that mindset. Edmonton has that mindset. I think that's why, both teams are in the position they're in right now, is because we've both had that. You don't really think about the series. You don't try to get ahead of yourself. You don't, reflect on mistakes made in previous games. Like, you just attack each day and each game like it's a completely new one. So it doesn't matter, what I did or what we did last game. It's a fresh day tomorrow. It's a fresh game, fresh new game day. So we're very excited. Like I said, I'm sure they're excited. Stanley Cup Finals, that doesn't get better than this.
Oof. Excited, man. Can't wait for tonight. Cannot wait.
Man.
8 o'clock puck drop. 7 o'clock is your coverage here on 560 WQAM.
Wait.
Rest of our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Marlins back at it tonight. They start a series with the Seattle Mariners. For those interested, Trevor Rogers is on the hill tonight.
Think about this.
Fish.
Seattle had to travel less distance than Edmonton.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Well, bless their heart, boys. I don't know how many people are tuning in for the Fish tonight, but the diehards will be there for you, I think.
Well, here's what's going to happen. The people that are going to watch the baseball game or turn for the baseball game are just not hockey fans.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Or they're just degenerate baseball gamblers.
No, because you don't like.
People always bet, Leroy. People will find stuff to bet on. Dolphin Kane says we need a team in Alaska. What was that movie with the Mystery Alaska, right? Who was in that movie? Was that Russell Crowe?
Who's from Alaska?
Mario Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers.
Sarah Palin.
That's true.
No comment. I was there.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. It's game night.
Game night.
And Oilers. Panthers got to put a stop to this McJesus, dude. Ridiculous right now.
He's awesome.
Yeah. Begrudgingly, yeah. He can
talk.
talk.
The last person I thought when I watched hockey, when Pavel Bure, when he used to skate, I'm like, holy smokes.
Russian Rocket, dude.
Holy smokes.
You didn't feel that way watching Stephen Weiss on the Cats?
Come on,
David
dude.
Booth? David Booth?
No.
You want to know my first day is interning here? Interning at 790. I was doing Cats games, and like the second night I was here, Richard Zednick got his neck cut by the skate.
Oh, I remember that. That was disgusting. Dude, that might be one of
Billy Lindsay and Randy Moeller were shook.
That's one of the scariest things you'll ever see him.
It's honestly crazy.
Along with what happened to DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was crazy too. Because that was just like,
I mean, they stopped playing the game, right?
They canceled the game.
Yeah.
They canceled the rest of the game. Yeah.
Couldn't do it. I've seen guys break.
You know what's crazy too? I took the Tobin family to a game, not this year. I think it was the year before. I think it was last year. And we got pretty decent seats. So I think it was like in the Panthers area. I'm like looking at this guy in front of me. I'm like, I think that's Richard Zednick sitting right in front of me. I couldn't stop looking at his neck.
We that happened. We were playing the Steelers one time, and one of their DBs got hit, and his helmet slid down and cut his head.
Ooh, that's a bleeder.
And there was blood everywhere, so everybody was panicking. They were panicking like it was an illegal hit. Look at what he did. Nobody really knew how it happened, but they stopped it, and they came out, they put the stuff on his head, and he just walked away. But holy smokes, there was so much blood.
So yesterday in the NBA, finally we can stop this charade of the Lakers looking for other coaches. They have finally landed on the guy they wanted the entire time. My favorite, JJ Redick.
Oh my god, dude! Can I just call this the day of the petty?
What do you mean?
Dude, you have been relentless all
I can't know what the news is.
Dude,
I can't know what the news is.
You went after the Celtics. You went after the Heat.
Burn my ass. They deserved it.
And now, when we thought there was nothing left in the petty bag, you're now pulling out JJ Redick.
You can't say I'm pulling it out. I mean,
I know, but I'm just saying for today's show.
But he's now the Lakers head coach. He was hired as the Lakers head coach. So you can't say
4 years. How much?
I think he got 80 a year. I think I read. So
80 a year. So think
32.
about this. 32 million. You think he cares if he get fired after 2?
He still got his production company.
He's got his podcasts. He's sitting there. But the one thing that's adorable, I love this act that they have to make sure. Why do these reports have to come out that LeBron's not involved? Why? Why is that always a thing that we swear LeBron? In fact, AD had more to do with it than LeBron. LeBron had nothing to do with it. This was Dave McMenamin yesterday on ESPN.
There was no conversation between LeBron James and Jeannie Buss or Rob Pelinka or Kurt Rambis or anybody else when it comes to the Lakers decision makers about JJ Redick as a candidate, about Dan Hurley as a candidate, about anybody else as a candidate. He stayed out of this process. He let the Lakers know through his representatives that the team and the organization has to do what they feel is right for them in this moment and going forward, because odds are the person that they hire will be with the Lakers beyond LeBron James's days as a player. So he stayed out of it. Now, that said, there was a tacit endorsement in JJ Redick because he decided to do the Mind the Game podcast with him and devote some of his time to his busy schedule, matching wits with someone who obviously he respects for his basketball acumen and his IQ and the way he sees the game. The Lakers paid attention to that. It wasn't too hard to connect the dots there. but there was no LeBron James getting on the horn and saying, Rob Pelinka, this is the guy you need to hire.
Sure, dude. Okay.
Can I say this? Is this the one sport that hires more guys with no coaching experience?
Yeah, I would say so.
Right.
Yeah, I would say so.
Remember, didn't Jason Kidd, when he wore uniform the week before and then he was coaching?
I don't remember. I feel like Derek Fisher got the Knicks job 2 weeks after his last game.
Yeah, but isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Well, that's because Steve Kerr didn't want the job.
That's right. That is true. But what a choice he made.
I mean, it was the smartest choice.
But Steve Kerr was a GM. Steve Kerr was in basketball.
Right, he was in basketball. I'm talking about just fresh.
The thing I was laughing at with the JJ Redick thing, because it's enough of JJ Redick, but the thing that I'm laughing at with this is the report comes out from Shams, who by the way was ready to dunk all over Woj because he said it was JJ Redick the whole time. The Hurley thing was complete horse bleep.
All right, understand this, guys. The next 3 weeks, the greatest rivalry, Shams versus Woj, is going to take place. Woj won last year. He obliterated Shams.
Yep.
So Shams right now is coming firing with anything he has right now. He's just throwing anything in the wall just to say that he said it first. That's why that Paul George comment that you mentioned earlier is very confusing.
Very weird.
Very confusing.
Shams is just looking to empty the clip.
Yeah,
he's ready. He's ready.
Hey, but the crazy thing is, it's kind of a Tobin comment because you can make that mean anything. Right? So when it's all said and done, you always have another comment that can fix that comment, but say you were first.
But I don't think but Shams is not Tobin. He doesn't know how to. He's not a samurai.
He's not a wiggle wormer.
He's not a samurai of the
Well, Woj got the first trade because the first trade happened yesterday, and the first person I saw was Woj because Caruso got traded for Giddey.
Which, I mean, there's
I like
a lot
intangible.
of teams that Caruso has been sneaky good, right?
Yeah, he's really good.
Right.
Everybody would like a Caruso. I gotta be honest with you. I had no idea Caruso started his career with the Thunder. I had no idea.
I thought it was the Lakers.
I thought it was too. They put out all these pictures of him with the Thunder when he had hair. Ooh. It was weird.
Oh, if he gave it up, Mike White had to let it go.
Oof. Somebody call Landon Donovan.
Hey.
Why you always call Derek White Mike White? Mike White still has hair.
Derek White. I'm sorry.
But come on. But here's the thing that's funny. But it is one of these things with LeBron. He always does want to feel the hands are off. I have nothing to do with this. Come on. And it's what do you mean, dude? You don't think the entire reason that JJ Redick became the forefront of the project because you did a podcast with him?
Well, listen.
It's so obvious.
But what he's saying is although that may play, that was something they saw, not that he demanded.
But that's semantic samurai. That right there, when this gets out there, that's Rich Paul being the semantic samurai.
Wow, Dolphin Kane. That's terrible.
It's a fact, though. It's true. It's true.
Dolphin Kane says Alex Caruso looks like a roll-on.
And that means Derek White looks like a roll-on deodorant at the bottom.
Witcher!
When you scratch yourself. Because there's no deodorant. There's no deodorant left, and you keep turning it to the side to try to get the last.
It's like a cheese grater.
It could break your knuckles, man.
You roll it up to the little thing pops out, and you look at it.
There's no way that can be the most practical way to put at the bottom of a deodorant stick. Why can't they make that flat? I don't understand. It's
because of the way they do the roll is it goes on smooth in the beginning and it just works its way down. It's never really flat.
But why is it based with a torture chamber?
No, it's like you get to the bottom of it. It's like you lose, game over. And you never get a new one before you hit that. So you're gonna try to squeeze the last little bit, turn to the side, and what have you.
UD yesterday says that players are going to question JJ Redick. He doubled down. He said, listen, players are going to question that everything that happens in that locker room is coming from LeBron.
I mean, they're going to question where the message is coming from. They're going to question what's the intent of everything. I mean, we understand how great of a basketball mind that J.J. Redick is, but we also understand how great of a basketball mind that LeBron James has. And we also understand that these NBA players today spend 95% of the time focusing on the things they can't control. You can't control the relationship that LeBron has with J.J. Redick. You can't control the plays that J.J. Redick is going to run. You can't control the schemes or the defense that J.J. is going to run. But I guarantee everything that J.J. says, somebody's going to question if LeBron James has something to do with it on the back end. That's just how it's going to be. And I told J.J. that to his face when I saw him in the finals. There's nothing about J.J. that I don't think he's capable. He has a bright future. He has a great basketball mind. But this is what the NBA is today. Guys that worry about things they cannot control.
I love the fact that J.J. Redick had to come up to Udonis Haslem because of his comments about this. It's like, yeah, that's what I said.
But you know what's crazy, though? A true coach and a good leader of men will fix that in the first meeting, right? Like, listen, not for nothing. Let's not get it twisted. A coach got to earn his stripes, too. You don't just walk into a room and all these men, these young men, just follow you. You got to put some, you got to have some skin in the game, and you got to come in there with some thoughts and some ideas that pique the interest of all your guys to get you to follow you. And a lot of coaches are able to do that. Like, some of the greatest coaches lose their locker room because they have lost the ability to grab, the interest of the players. That's what makes Pop so great. That's what makes Spo so great. Spo, every year, from year to year, these guys know what they're going to have to go through, and they still buy in. That's an unbelievable job of coaching.
Didn't you say that Bill Belichick will always pay for your meals on the road?
No, I said there have been
Or
times.
He gives a credit card or something like that?
We went to, it was just one time.
Oh.
We went out to, this was early, this is his first year. We went out to San Diego, and we went out a day early. And he said, if you go out in these vans, I'm going to put a coach or one of the young guys. So it was like Scott Pioli or Eric Mangini. And they gave him a credit card. You go hang out with them, drink out with them. Curfew is at 1. If you're not with them, curfew's at 12. So, Bill was like, I can't explain him so that people understand that he was a hard coach. He was a difficult coach. He wanted things done a certain way, right? But once you realize that certain thing was winning and was making you a better player, then if it's all about winning to you, you're all in. If you're not going to be on that team.
I saw that Jay Rich said on UD's podcast, he said that Popovich, he says if he finds you at the same restaurant, picks up the check. It's a cool move.
A lot of the relationship between coaches and players, right, is an easy thing to make great and a really hard thing to make difficult. Because keep in mind, when a new coach comes in, all the players want to win. They wanted that change. So all you can do is kind of, you can ingratiate them and get them on the same page with what you want and explain it in a way that gets everybody on the same page. Or you can come in abrasively. Certain coaches say, hey, I'm a winner. I've been a winner here. You just follow me. And it becomes abrasive. And so there's a lot of coaches that come in. That's why you hear guys say a player's coach or whatever. It doesn't mean that guy ain't difficult. It don't mean that guy ain't hard. It don't mean that guy don't demand excellence. It just means that he sympathizes with where the players are and has found a way to communicate with them so that they are on the same page. And you see the coaches that do it.
Well, I'm just disappointed because our guy Chris Quinn got overlooked. And I just want to tell Chris Quinn right now.
There's always Cleveland.
Well, that's probably going to go to Borrego, though, because he was like the Lakers runner-up. I bet you he gets the Cleveland job. And I don't want Chris Quinn taking the Pistons job.
No. Well, I told you. Go get them 4 for 32.
Well, I just want to tell Chris Quinn right now. If you want to host a podcast, Chris Quinn, I got you. If you need a podcast free of charge, old Tobes, I'll set everything up for you. We'll podcast this year. And that'll get you a job because that's what you should just do. Be a podcaster. And then all of a sudden you'll get whatever job you want, Chris Quinn, because you can't just coach anymore. You can't just be in the dungeon, putting your hand on the court, making these guys better. Apparently it's not enough anymore, Quinn Cat. So I'm telling you right now, dude, if you need a podcast host, I got you. Free of charge. Old Tobes. We'll get people knowing the real Chris Quinn. Leroy stopped by an episode 2.
Oh, yeah, like they invited me to Heat Weekly. That dude, you are on Heat Weekly every weekend. It should have just been Tobin and Tommy Todd.
Whenever Tommy needs me, whenever Tommy Todd calls, when the Tommy Todd bat phone rings, you pick up. You say
Absolutely.
Yes.
You got it.
You say yes. We'll mix things up coming up next. Let's get to the mixed bag, brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hey, guys.
You almost made the show.
Almost.
I was too busy crying over what Tobin said to me earlier today.
What did I send you?
You didn't allow me to be happy, so.
I mean, you're goth. I don't expect you to be chipper.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Listen to something called Pierce the Veil.
Okay.
Then you're like, good morning. And I'm expecting what?
I'm actually really sad I can't make it today, but Panthers first.
Cats first. All right.
Cats first.
Instead of Pierce the Veil.
Stop it, Vlad.
Hoist the cup. All right. Here's what we got for the mixed bag here today. Trevor Lawrence. Ever heard of him, Leroy?
Just got a bag.
Got a bag. He says that bag does not give him any extra pressure to win.
I'm not going to add any pressure to myself just based on getting this contract. It doesn't really change what I expect of myself and what the team expects of me. I mean, whether this got done or not, Mr. Khan, Trent, Doug, everyone, all the coaches expect me to play well and to, like I said, to bring a championship here eventually. So I know that's the end goal and that's what I'm here for. So now that this is done, it doesn't really change that. But, like I said, maybe from the outside it will a little bit, but not for me.
Hey, Vlad.
This is his worst day.
Hey, add him to the list.
Of course,
of guys that he's going after today.
Tatum and Trevor. That's his TNT for today.
Ridiculous.
You forgot Pat Riley.
JJ Redick.
Pat Riley.
Well, I wasn't petty.
Pat Riley.
You went in on Riles, B.
Well, he deserved it. We have the Celtics laughing at us. I hope it burns.
TTL.
Sometimes, you need a little Tobes tough love. That's just how it is. It's nothing. It's nothing personal. The Heat know I love them. Sometimes you got to be truthful.
It was a little personal though. To you at least.
What was it? I think it was personal. I think he vented.
It was personal to him. Of course, when you're venting, that's personal.
Good point.
But no pressure. Of course, there's no pressure. You play for Jacksonville, and your owner's a wrestler. Like, who cares?
Tony Khan.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the
Who's
Jaguars.
about to hire Shane McMahon. How do you hire the op?
He barely cares about football. He cares so much more about wrestling than he does football. I mean, he showed up in the draft, kayfabe, with a fake neck injury.
Well, I mean, you gotta stick to the script, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
On draft day with a foam neck pillow.
Kayfabe, baby. You gotta keep old school wrestling, baby. Old school wrestling. Gotta keep the script. Gotta keep the story going.
Oh my God. Anyway, this guy. Enough of him.
Hey man, Tua's telling him thank you.
Oh yeah, the market is the market.
The market's the market.
The market is the market. Speaking of injuries and keeping it kayfabe, Derek White. He has given us an update on his dental work this week. This is
Derek. That's question number one. How many hours have you spent in a dentist chair since Monday?
Not enough.
2 hours, and then I had to go back for an hour, and now we got a little temporary fix for tonight.
It looks great though.
Yeah, shout out
Does
to
it?
Austin Dental.
Does it?
Dentist is like about a miracle.
You can hear the air going in between his teeth.
Yeah.
Sounds like the gopher from Winnie the Pooh.
He literally, I want to make a smoothie. Come on, dude.
Point.
He got sharper edges in his mouth than I have in my blender. Look at that. Show that picture. Look at all the edges.
Dude, I could use his teeth to grind my weed.
Look at it. Look at that. And he say he got his mouth fixed. Dude,
this is the fixed picture.
Temporarily.
Hey, one of his teeth is playing hide and go seek. Go back to the other picture.
Oh,
look at that little tooth on the right. The tooth, go to the other picture. The tooth next to the big tooth, the only one that's standing at attention. He hiding behind that tooth, right? The one he cracked is leaning forward, and I don't know how you could crack a tooth and it leans forward. It should be leaning back, right? And the other tooth over there, he hiding too.
I love how something I mentioned
I
on
didn't go
Tuesday
teeth.
is still being referred to today.
In the front
I
of
didn't go teeth.
some of his dancers are in the front of the line, and some of the younger ones are shy. They hiding behind the other teeth.
Man,
I think Derek White's teeth is the is the mascot of the Anthony Weaver first wave, second wave.
Yeah.
Because his teeth look like they're going in waves and hit rocks.
Man.
He say look like his teeth are playing hopscotch.
And of course, there's Trevor saying that's not the
playing
worst
Twisters.
dental work he's ever seen.
It's playing Twister.
Yeah. Hey, I bet you won't lose that tooth.
Well, as long as he didn't go to Crowder's dentist.
Oh my goodness,
man. She's a good dentist, man. It's just Crowder's a bad patient.
I guess
Crowder's like the he's like it's like being the cut man for a Diaz brother.
Yeah.
Again with the scar tissue next. All right, this has gone viral on Twitter. Matthew Stafford's wife, Kelly Stafford.
You don't say this. This is terrible.
That's horrible, bro.
Hosts
That's
a podcast
horrible.
the morning after, and she decided to take everybody on a trip down memory lane for their relationship. Here was Kelly Stafford.
Wait, so was he trying to casually date and you were all in?
yeah, girl.
Anyways, long story short, it wasn't that cute of a relationship at first. I hated him. I loved him. I dated the backup to piss him off, which worked.
Yes.
He was like
That'll do it.
He was the bad boy too. Like Matthew's so sweet and Southern gentleman and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And the backup was the complete opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, and it upset him. So they lived in the same dorm because athletes lived in the same dorm, and he would see my car there. And so at one point he like waited and followed me out and got in my car and wouldn't get out. And he was
You're
like,
this is so hot.
I was like, this is amazing. It's working.
Yeah.
I was get out of my car and he was like, he's not right for you. And I was like, what? You can't tell me that.
That's female logic right here.
Hold up, because don't you guys have the same conversations as men?
No, not like that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So
No,
you never
not on the
dated
pod.
somebody else?
I'm
to
not
get to the other
saying.
one
Hey,
jealous?
hey, I had never heard a story from one of my boys, or I have told that said I dated her friend to make her jealous.
No.
Because most
Please.
women that say you date my friend, it's over.
I mean, I agree.
Okay, then. So
I
how
agree.
does that? So
But
so
I've
so why
definitely
wait?
heard these
So I'm
conversations
saying
coming
wait.
from men's mouth too.
So here's what I'm saying. You have a husband. Y'all been married for a long time. Y'all got beautiful kids, right? Y'all doing commercials together and what have you. You don't tell that story.
That's the story.
I don't need to tell that story. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying you don't tell that story because it don't make you look good. It
In the
makes
locker
him look
room.
terrible.
Right.
Or
That's
at
what I'm
least-
saying. Women logic right there. That's you guys didn't think that, sharing that story
It
is
obviously
going to cause a problem.
Well, it obviously worked out. It didn't cause a problem. I mean, they had
No,
a
no,
relationship.
but
But
now-
I would maybe say that
now.
for I would say
You
that
think
for
he ain't having words?
I would save that for a dinner party, not a podcast.
I'm not saying, I'm not sharing that to the world so that now when I walk into the locker room, I got to hear jokes from my, teammates
Oh,
about
it's coming too.
that nobody
Some
needed
people
to
are
know.
sharers and some people are private.
Now, when I
Plus-
go to a
plus,
stadium,
understand-
70,000 people are there's gonna be signs with that. Oh,
Hey,
I'm-
check
he's
this
gonna-
out. Check
he's
this
gonna
out.
be
Here's the
trolled
other
first.
thing you also have to understand. You can't start the story by saying, my husband is a good Southern guy, gentleman.
Now, one is a bad boy.
And the backup quarterback wasn't. He was a bad boy. And then you go and do that to him after saying that.
Look, I'm
what are
not
you
saying
saying?
she's correct. I'm just saying.
What are you trying to say?
I've
He's
heard this
corny now?
same
He's lonely?
conversation coming from men's mouth. Too.
No,
Then don't say that, J Fig. We
You
don't
wait.
talk about that.
Wait. So that would explain a lot. To be honest,
As to
with
why
you.
I'm single? Yeah, because I don't.
No. As to like you had people saying that story, and the two girls were fine with it.
No, I hear it. I'm not saying I'm friends with them, but I hear it.
They just talking trash. They ain't telling that story to nobody that they no, absolutely not. If you told that story and your wife or girlfriend heard that story, there's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, but it's not even like again, it's not even that it's an unheard of tactic. Like,
Yeah, but you don't tell a story.
You don't tell it on a podcast.
Don't tell it on a podcast.
You don't tell it on a podcast. If you're having
I
lunch,
agree.
if you're having lunch, fine. Your
Men
best
are not
friends.
men are
fine.
not talking about that. Like, we're not gonna say, yeah, man, she was a southern lady,
Now let's tell us about Blue Chew.
And I dated her cousin who was, who was a Jezebel, but like, you don't say that.
Yeah,
We're not talking like that.
Tell that story, and then you're like, all right, now let's get to our picks for tonight.
Just terrible.
Brought to you by FanDuel.
Ooh.
Or Hard Rock app. Whomever.
Somebody said she's a part of the content game. No, that ain't all good. All content ain't good content.
Yeah, and why do you think she's part of the content game? Because she's married to Matthew Stafford.
Right. Now, you know what's funny? I got stories I could tell that'll rock your world.
I'm saying
it ain't no.
Yeah, you should have married that backup quarterback. Let's see if you would have been putting out content in the podcast now.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that backup quarterback fixed my car one time in Tennessee. You get lost here in these Georgia mountains, it's going to cost you. Go Dogs.
Who was the backup quarterback in Georgia?
I have no idea.
I don't know. They showed a picture. I saw a picture of him, and he was bald then. So I would imagine his hair didn't regrow.
Well, unless he got Landon Donovan.
Unless he got the Brian Urlacher.
Well, he's a backup quarterback. I doubt if he did.
Aaron Murray.
That picture was something.
Oh, Murray. He wasn't terrible.
He ain't no Matthew Stafford. Yeah, look at you. You should be thanking yourself that you're about to you married a Super Bowl winning future Hall of Fame quarterback. Yeah, you wanted to get the backup quarterback.
And the way you do it is you throw your business out there like, yeah, not a good look.
That's nasty work. Minus one for Kelly Stafford.
Yeah.
For Sass.
Take a break. Back after this. Has Drake been heard from?
No.
No, but
he's not coming out after Wednesday, huh?
Nah. Mm-mm.
Wait, after Wednesday? What happened Wednesday?
You didn't see what happened on Juneteenth
man.
and Amazon Prime?
No, to be honest, I didn't.
Okay. There was a concert. It was a celebration of a death. They celebrated. Well, Kendrick had a concert bringing all the gangs and all the people in LA together. And let's just say the people were waiting for his songs about Drake, and he performed them. And
multiple times in a row. Did he play it 6 times in a row?
6 times. I thought he was trying to be like Booker T. He was going 5 times, 5 times. He did it the first time he did it. Stopped it. Crowd said, run it back again. He did. He did the whole song. And then he ran it back a 3rd time. Then the crowd did it. Then he did it a 4th time. And then the 5th time he did it, he brought everybody in. DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook.
You know LeBron wanted to get on that
I think there's a rumor going on. There's memes that Savannah had to tell him not to go on there. Can't lose the money. Can't lose the money. Can't lose the money.
Question: so this is still on Amazon?
Yes, it's on Amazon
so.
or YouTube, all of that. Yes, it was a free concert.
On Twitter, too. Somebody put the whole thing on Twitter.
No, not a free concert.
I mean, I didn't see any notifications, but
oh no, it was great.
No, it took over on Wednesday. Even I like my whole timeline was Kendrick Lamar concert.
Yeah, it was great. And it felt like they were just having a celebration of just obviously beating Drake in the battle.
But Drake is nowhere to be seen, huh?
I don't think you can be seen for the summer, bro.
For the summer?
Yeah.
Summer suspension?
Summer suspension.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't.
He's got to gather.
Tobin, you don't even understand, right? This was a month. The beef has been done for a month.
Yep.
Then he did the concert. So it officially kicked off the summer.
Look, you have a song that has the claims that it has in it that Not Like Us has. I'm not exactly a beef aficionado, but I think that Drake's got to go away for a little bit because you have what seemed like at least how many people were there? 15,000?
It was sold out. The Forum was sold out.
The Forum was sold out. They're singing it word for word 7 times in a row.
At 4 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon in Los Angeles. That is prime traffic time.
I thought LeBron and Drake were close.
Rats
off a ship?
Well, I mean,
it was definitely rats off a ship. It's definitely rats off a ship, bro.
Drake wears whatever jersey winning the championship.
Wow.
Definitely.
Well, hey.
This is the LeBron Drake front running. He's front running with Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick did warn LeBron and Steph Curry in one of the songs, like, keep your children and family away from him.
Crazy, dude.
And here's the worst part, Leroy, you can back me up on this. We haven't even hit college football season yet. When the bands could play the song, HBCU season. Oh my God!
When they start playing it at each other. Yeah.
Let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We have an update from Conor McGregor. So I don't know if you guys saw this week, but there was a pretty crazy claim from Chael Sonnen, the bad guy, who of course works for ESPN, friend of the show. He said that Conor McGregor isn't hurt, he's in rehab. That Conor McGregor is not actually hurt and is pulled out of this fight because he's hurt. He's pulled out because his substance abuse problem has gotten out of hand. And then even said, like, how crazy would it be that Conor McGregor is dealing with all of this? And then you have this fight sponsored by Proper 12 and Bud Light and all that. So he had claimed all this. Now, Conor hadn't really said anything, but they did resurface this week where he was out with Mrs. McGregor and they were at his bar. I guess they were having a movie night or something, but still hadn't really said anything on it. All he has said is there's this loose injury that's out there, Leroy. Haven't gotten any deets. Well, Conor McGregor has now provided the deets, and he has tweeted at Chael Sonnen with pictures. And he said, Chael, shut your pie hole. You tap from ground and pound. Which is it's kind of known as like one of the softer things in fighting is you tap from strikes. But if you look there, Leroy, you can see the pinky toe
broken.
He's got nasty feet. Man.
Yeah, he
also does. -1 to you. I don't like seeing toes in my email.
I don't know what to tell you then, JFig. Like that's
show content.
Show content. Like that's the gig.
No.
He does have some gnarly feet. That being said, pinky toe. I don't know if this is gonna go over with Michael Chandler to us. Like, wait, you pulled out because of a pinky toe?
Oh, dude.
Silly was right. It looks like he has gout.
It does look like he has gout. It's really
gout is big toe.
Well, Connor's gotten on guys for pulling out for foot injuries before. He's never pulled out of a fight. See, like the word was there were rumors out there that his leg like refractured. There's a lot of crazy stuff out there.
Jeez.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy rumors out there. So he puts out this long statement, but he's basically saying that, he doesn't want to give the fans anything less than they deserve, which is his best. So he goes and gives this long statement. And he says, "We were so bleeping ready for this fight. It's absolutely gut-wrenching. I wanted that new Bugatti. How am I going to justify myself without getting without banking these fights? We had a lapse in concentration, engaged in training without wearing full protective gear, and I hit the toe off at an elbow and broke the toe clean. It needs a few weeks, and that's it. I couldn't justify to my team or the fans that I make a walk that's hindered again. That walk has been seen. This walk has got to be 100% Conor McGregor. The fans deserve it. We're getting close. A slight lapse in concentration and nuisance of an injury was picked up, and that's it. Take that lesson and move forward. I will get back. I will get this back. I've got 2 fights left on my contract. That's an interesting little detail. I've got Bugattis and more yachts on mind. I'm coming to shine. Got to take my time because I still got yachts and Bentleys. Is he doing lyrics? I don't even know. And then he says, I'll see you soon. See you at the top, Chandler or not.
Yeah, he's rhyming all of a sudden.
It's like a poet.
Yeah. First of all, reading that, he doesn't care about winning or losing. Clearly, his mind is about money and getting Bugattis and yachts. So he doesn't care about winning. So when he's saying that, he just wants to justify his contract, just fight 2 more times, and then get whatever guaranteed money he's has coming to him. So if you're a Conor McGregor fan and is expecting him to win, I don't think you should. He's not there.
I wouldn't say it, because if that's the case, then why wouldn't he just go ahead on the fight?
I think he knows that.
I think he could have fought with him. I think he could have fought because, like you,
dude. Hey, whoa.
Hold on. He is saying basically in there he could fight,
right?
But he doesn't want to fight unless he's 100%.
Dude, let me just tell you.
But guys have fought through worse stuff than that.
There is nothing worse than having to stuff that toe into or have to kick with that toe. Right? No, dude. Ooh.
He's a toad.
But yeah, I can't. Nah, I get it.
I mean, he's obviously in a position he doesn't have to fight through stuff anymore. He's done that before. He's fought through a bad knee injury when he beat Chad Mendez. The Khabib one, he kept, is the famous one where he says, "My foot was a balloon. My foot was a balloon."
Right.
We just kept saying so. But I think when everybody was like, "Oh, he's injured," I don't know. I mean, knowing some of the comments Conor's made in the past, especially like a Rafael dos Anjos, he's going to be like, "Oh, it's just like he did that with Rafael dos Anjos when he pulled out of his fight, and because they were supposed to fight for the 155 title, and he kept saying, "Oh, he has a bruised foot. It's just a bruise."
Yeah, well, you got to deal with it. People now they're doing it to him. Like that's what when you talk trash, the comeback, you got to deal with it.
You got to wait for the receipts.
Come on, I was one.
That's what you got to do with the Tatum comments today. Just put it in the pocket. All right. Now is not the time. Right. Now is not the time.
Pinky toe is just know it, dude. No. When you walk, I'm telling you now. Walking with any kind of foot injury hurts like hell.
Hitting the pinky toe is what caused my dead foot.
Well, I'm pretty sure menu 631 meant that it is pretty bad because your appendix hurts a lot too.
Yeah, and if you get sepsis, you could die.
Exactly.
Yeah, if it gets to the burst part, but you don't really need it to live.
No.
And that toe, I mean, I got to be honest with you, that toe already looks like a couple days like it's good.
No, it's broken, dude. It's gonna be black and blue for a minute.
I don't know.
Like, what do you like? I love the way people who've never been hurt telling people how long it should take for an injury to heal.
Dude, don't talk about this because I have had an injury like that. I got dead foot from a toe injury. I've been there.
Dude.
I gotta say, I think your toes look a lot better than this, Tobin.
Dude, let me tell you something. My feet look like Derek White's teeth.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I'd rather look at Derek White's teeth than those
There's
toes.
no listen, one of the nastiest things to see is athletes' feet. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait, what are you doing, dude? Wait.
Why are you doing that?
He's got Barney Rubble feet. Like all his toes are the same length.
You look
Why did he stretch it out like that?
Why you got Barney Rubble teeth?
Like he uses his feet to start the car.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Like he just like running. He stopped his car at the bottom. He uses brakes. He just put his feet out the bottom.
Right, that's a new meaning to Tobin.
Dude, like all your toes are the same length. Look, put that foot back up.
No, please, no. No.
I want to comment.
His toes look like he should be in the Everglades.
You only get one look, Rex Ryan.
Oh.
That was not worse than when you put your toes up on air, though.
Oh yeah. No, I know my feet are jacked up. I wear socks, so I don't have to look at them.
Every athlete has nasty feet.
Yeah.
That's just
Dude, you don't realize you get stepped
He
on.
wouldn't show us his feet for a long time. Leroy went like a good.
No, it's not.
I want
their
to say
fault.
like 4 years in. He used to wear socks. No toe showing.
The damage that they do to their feet is just
terrible.
It's
Dude,
terrible.
I can't even explain. Like you, and then when it's cold, ooh, and you get oh man, you want to see grown men cry? It like you could break an arm, ain't nobody gonna shed a tear, but you mess up a toe, and it's an injury where you can't really say nothing. You just see tears.
I've seen the turf toe. Remember people like, what's a turf toe? Yeah, until you see a turf toe,
dude,
you wouldn't understand.
I got turf toe. I broke my big toe, and before I got to the locker room, I couldn't take my shoe off, so they had to cut my whole shoe off and the tape, and it was throbbing. They go, "Oh, he's in a walking boot." Yeah, because that's the only thing that'll fit my foot.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday. It's game night. Game 6 of the Stanley Cup final tonight. Your Florida Panthers taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Another chance to hoist this Stanley Cup. Game 6 tonight. Up 3-2 in this series, Leroy.
Yep.
Vladimir Tarasenko, who also has an underrated accent and has been killing it. He says, I think the pressure is a privilege. It means you do something important. Whatever happened before, we're here to play our best game tonight. Goosies.
Been a consistent message all year.
Goosies. I'm telling you, Vladdy, it's time to bring him to the Terra Dome tonight, dude. Let's go. Let's go. I am excited. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself the rest of the day. I got to take my son to jiu-jitsu, but like I'm not going to be thinking about him, doing guillotines. All I'm going to be thinking about is Sergei Bobrovsky and can he get back to form?
Can Lip Tommy be trusted with guillotines?
Yeah, he was cool. We worked on it. He knows where he's supposed to go as far as that is concerned. No problem. No bigs, baby. Problem?
He shares your DNA.
Oh, come on, man. You don't take my shenanigans out on his growth.
I'm not. He's got some shenanigans in him too.
Tonight's going to be a party.
Yep.
Or really depressing.
Yep.
I'm going to have to stop at the liquor store one way or the other. Might need to get a fresh one. Don't really remember.
Could you imagine? I need to stop home and get a fresh one.
Yeah. I'd be like, what? I'm going to.
So let me ask you this: Do you go with fun drinks, like enjoying the game drinks, or do you go with, like because you can go lemonade and vodka?
What is this? A cabana? No, I mean I'm focused. First of all, I don't know if I'm drinking during tonight's game, but I need two types of drinks. I need a celebratory drink, could be some bubbly, and then I need a sadness drink, which is we're on the brink of having the biggest collapse ever.
Yeah. So, does that mean bourbon, scotch? What's going on?
Some kind of whiskey, some kind of dark liquor. Yeah, something like that. But just straight out of the bottle. Sad.
Oh no, I can't. No.
What do you mean no?
If I have anything, it'll be a enjoy the game drink.
Time on, guys. You don't have to get wasted like that if they lose tonight because they have to play game 7 on
But
Monday.
I got 2 days, Vlad. I need like at least a few hours to think about
what you're gonna get. It'd be game 7 where you want to drink your
look, I might not be if they somehow blow this. Somehow, I don't even want to put this in the atmosphere, but since you asked, if that were to happen, I don't know what Tuesday's show would be like. I don't know. And I would be very hungover. That's like that almost feels like Wild Irish Rose sadness.
Ooh, no, you
Yeah.
You're really trying to kill yourself.
Just like maybe I've gone through.
I can see it right now. Here's Tobin on Monday night. They got me out here drinking this bum juice. I'm so miserable.
He's definitely jumping in the water.
Like got me drinking out of his mouth. Like
I wanted to be drinking Blue Label, and I'm out here drinking Orange Jubilee.
Got a paper bag
with the bag.
I'm supposed to be drinking bubbly.
It's like guy the other day. I was like, he got one of the 32-ounce Coronas. Like it was 9 a.m. I was just getting to the station, stopped at the gas station, and he's like, paper bag. I'm like, man, already?
So question,
baby.
Question, Toby, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And I want to put this in perspective. If the series was 2-2 and the Panthers had won game 3, would you feel differently?
Definitely.
Because one of the things that the Panthers have done all year is treat in each individual game as an individual game and look at where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say to us, because they lost two in a row, the 3-2 looks worse than to them, who they've constantly said, hey, we're still up 3-2. Right? And this is those moments during the course of a season that you appreciate this team having this message all year.
Yeah, I understand that, and that's fine. But they
3-2 is 3-2.
3-2 is 3-2, but they have some things that have to get better. I mean, first of all, this power play has been a drought for them.
It's been terrible. Like,
it's
dude,
awful. They have
I
not.
don't want a power. Can we decline the power play?
No, you can't.
Listen, I know that
they've given up more goals than they've scored.
I know.
-1 on their power
-1.
plays.
You can't be -1 on power plays. It's
So
crazy.
can we just not? Can we
No. No, you got it. No, you can't. You can't decline putting somebody in the penalty box.
I think you should. They play better 5-on-5 than 5-on-4, which makes absolutely no damn sense.
You gotta hope that they put Ekman Larson back on there. That they hope that that's gonna spark something.
And how come every time the Oilers go on a power play, it's always Barkov in the box?
It's been the damn Poso, who I don't think is playing today. I think they scratched him.
You wonder why? You can't have a name we don't recognize in the penalty box.
Feel bad. I mean, I know he's lived for this moment.
No,
He's played
wait.
forever.
No, check
You
this
got to
out.
show him love,
No,
Leroy.
you don't.
gotta show him
No,
love.
you don't. Because listen, you would be saying the same thing if I didn't just say it. That's like the special teamer giving up fielded. The special teamer going out there and getting a penalty and putting the team on your 35.
Credentialed man, though, Leroy. 35 years old. He's been around the block a time.
I get. Listen, and we will celebrate with him as if he was one of our own.
But you know what? In fairness,
Well, what about the same reason why he had Lamborghini out?
Let me shoot him a little bit.
Right? We were winning. I didn't want to change it up.
He didn't want to mess anything.
They won 6 in a row with that lineup.
I know. That's why he didn't put him out there. He's like, I'm not going to rock the boat. But like, that's you got to make some tweaks there. Who else needs to get it going? I'm not going to. But Swaggy, Carter Verhage, let's go, dude. You got to this is what you do. You
That's
come
one
through
of your top guys. You
come through in the clutch. So like, I get you, man. Like, game by game, but not everybody's playing their best right now. The thing that jolts it for me is it's been like Kachuk coming to life. I hope that's going to breathe something else into everybody else.
I feel better about this situation based on how they've handled situations like this all year. That they're not going to get caught up in what we're getting caught up in. Is that, oh my goodness, lost 2. We lose this one. Game 7. Anything can happen game 7. No, they're treating it as a hockey game. And that's going to benefit them.
Yeah, but here's one problem, though.
What's one problem?
There's another guy on that team, on Edmonton, that hasn't really woken up.
Draisaitl. I know.
Old dry spell.
Yeah, if he wakes up and McJesus is already McJesusing, yeah, it could be a long night. It could be a long night.
Does McJesus ever run out of gas?
No.
Does he ever run out of gas? Like, do we get to a point where like he's just like tapped out? I can't do anymore.
No.
But and you know what? The last 2 games would be the first time in a long time that I didn't see the team that the Panthers were playing just exhausted in the third period. Right? Because usually a team, even if you have somebody like McDavid on the other side,
I mean, I give
they
Skinner
get to
some of
the
that.
third period and they look exhausted.
I'd give Skinner some of that credit though. Like he came through with some big ones because the Panthers were definitely getting the upper hand of the third period, which is what they typically do. But that's when you need your goalie to step up. Which look, that the Panthers need that from Bob tonight. They're probably going to need a little bit of a, Bob save our ass on some mistakes.
I would like them not to score in the first 5 minutes of the game.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. Because that's what has happened the last 2 nights. And then the Panthers have had the equalizer, but still.
It's going to be an electric in Edmonton tonight. That building's going to be rocking.
I want that sad lady dressed like the Stanley Cup. I want her sad.
Who's performing for them tonight? I hope it's not Shania Twain.
Did I see Snoop?
No way.
I think so.
Can't
really?
be.
I thought I saw it.
I thought Shania was going to do all of them.
No, well, Shania did game 4 and they won.
So they got to bring him back because, sports fans.
It's not something bad to bring back.
I think he performed yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if he's like on tour or whatnot, but
I'll definitely watch an encore performance of Shania. And I don't even like country.
Okay.
Tua loves Shania Twain.
Oh, yeah. Didn't she add him?
Added him at the draft.
Yeah.
And then he says, "You're still the one." I'm sure he's never heard that one.
-1.
We'll play a little "You're Dead to Me" to close things out next. Let's bury some people, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go first. The Lakers' credibility. You're dead to me.
Add that to the list.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. You're going to sit here and have the audacity to go and tell me that LeBron James had no say in hiring a coach who's his podcast co-host. And, you know, I'm all for thinking outside of the box every now and then. That's fine. But to do this dog and pony show, oh, we were going after the UConn coach. Oh, we were going to interview Chris Quinn. UD called this a mile ago. Called this 3 weeks ago. He said it was a shamockery. So congratulations, you got a podcast coach as your podcast host as your next coach.
You already know why he nominated this.
It's ridiculous. I wasn't even going to say his name, J Fig, but like if you bring it up because we're going to have it on our screen nonstop.
Everyone's reading in between the lines. They know where your head is at. Okay.
You want to know what was really disgusting to read yesterday?
What's burning your ass?
Let me just tell you what's burning my ass, dude. This Shams puts out there in his little article. He says that he's going to be their version of Eric Spoelstra and Steve Kerr, that they see him as the next Pat Riley. And I'm just like, why don't you set the guy up for failure even more, huh? You know he's going to get fired in 2 years. You know he's going to get fired. It's just going to happen. And they had the wherewithal to go out there. You know how we should put more pressure on him? Let's compare him to the greatest coach in our history. Let's compare him.
Phil Jackson?
No. Phil Jackson. What, the coattail rider to Shaq? No.
Pop?
Get out of here, dude.
I'm just fucking.
He goes, the 39-year-old Redick checks many boxes for the Lakers. He's drawn internal comparisons to a young Pat Riley as a coaching prospect who jumped from playing to the broadcast booth to coaching. Los Angeles is confident he can be their version of Eric Spoelstra or Steve Kerr, a culture setter who can grow with the franchise over a decade. Okay, here's the thing, though, dude. You guys have about the continuity of a Tasmanian devil, okay? Like, Eric Spoelstra, yeah, except he had Pat Riley at least having his back through the hardest of times. I know the first time this JJ Redick blows it, you guys are going to do whatever Skip Bayless tells you to do because that's what you always do. You fire your coach who won you a ring. You gave him a year of grace. Your culture is what your culture is. You can't help it. And you're going to tell me Mr. Podcast over here is going to get the benefit of the doubt? Get out of here.
You're dead to me.
You're dead to me, Lakers. You should have hired Chris Quinn. Leroy?
Let me ask you this. No, before you go to Leroy, do you really want Chris Quinn to go to the Lakers?
I want Chris Quinn to get a fair shake.
But did you want him to go to the Lakers?
I would have been fine with him on the Lakers.
Do you think he'll get a fair shake in LA? If you just said that JJ Redick is going to be fired in 2 years, don't you think that's the same fate for Chris Quinn?
Chris Quinn has been learning at the side of the greatest coach of this generation. Of course, Chris Quinn's going to make his own shake fair. He doesn't need an uplift like a podcast
I feel for you, Leroy.
to make
7 years, right?
Leroy's thrust. Actually, I think it's 8.
I feel
he
for you
doesn't
like Shaka
need
Khan.
a podcast.
Oh my God!
Right now, you're sounding like Peanuts. Womp 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 womp
I'm just like, Chris Quinn's gonna make his own luck. He doesn't need.
If he would have gone to the Lakers, he would have been your nomination for
just
Dead
like
to Me.
Monty did. Monty made his own luck.
He sounds like Woodstock.
I'm telling you, Chris Quinn would have made his own luck. He would have made the Lakers credible, but instead they want to do it for the glitz and the glam. That's what they are, bums.
You know,
You're
if he has
dead.
any kind of success and we revisit this, he's gonna,
he won't.
All right.
I feel like you should have
My
clipped
debt
this
to
for
me is,
later.
and I don't normally do stuff like this because you win a chip and that's cool. But here's what I'm gonna say to Jason Tatum. Right? Keep Miami out your mouth. Right? Every time they beat you, even as the number 1 seed, right? They've been respectful. They say, hey, that's a good team over there. We're just playing really good basketball.
It's because we're classy.
Right? You ain't got to take shots at a team that you beat in the first round. You're already in the city. Right? And you still take shots at Miami? Hey.
See ya.
Writing that receipt. Got that receipt for you.
You're dead to me.
They don't call Leroy.
Don't come. Hey, don't. Next time you come down here,
I heard that.
I don't want to hear it.
You're dead to me.
I don't want to hear it. But yeah, I like it. There's a lot of things I'll tolerate. Yeah, you won. We got to give you your flowers, right? But you taking a stray hit, a stray swing at a team you beat in the first round, like that should be beneath you. But go ahead, shine, big
You're
fella.
dead to me.
I ain't gonna even do like Tobin and say you ain't even win the MVP because y'all won the championship because of Jaylen Brown. I ain't gonna even go there.
I mean,
Not
usually
Go
role
there, but,
players.
you know, you kind of
The 4th best player on the team.
Yeah,
you know?
usually role players aren't this loud. That's all.
Well, hold on.
And then try to ball out the last game so he could get the MVP.
Oh,
I
he was trying to
saw
get
what
the
you
triple-
were
He was
doing.
trying to get a triple-double. He was trying to get a triple-double to try to get the MVP.
Listen, dude, I don't remember Christian Brown talking this much last year when Denver won. That's fine though.
Spelled like Braun.
I don't remember.
You're dead to
I don't remember Contavious Caldwell Pope being this chirpy after the Lakers beat the Heat, but it's fine. You know, do you, dude? Whatever. Kobe wannabe.
That just means we're still in here, right here.
What do you got, J Fig?
Well, I'm also in that direction of anyone who decided it was okay to welcome in the Celtics to Miami. You're dead to me.
You're dead to me.
Whatever establishment that was,
Hey.
dead to
I
me.
still haven't seen any videos of it. Strangely,
They probably paid special. They probably
I ain't
signed a
mad
contract.
because that money spends.
They probably signed a contract. Wait a minute. He said he played golf yesterday, and they were calling him champ. Was he playing golf in South Florida, or was
I
he
don't
back
know.
in Boston?
It'd be funny if only a golf course would have been like, yeah, we'll take it, because like nobody wants them to party here because they're lame.
Also, whoever sends me pictures of toes, unwanted and unneeded.
Oh, everybody
you're dead
see
to me.
pictures of toes now?
I don't like that.
You guys
Makes
can
me
send.
uncomfortable.
If you guys
Hey, I
want to
have
send,
a
No, no,
If you-
no,
if you gotta
no,
get-
no.
If you look through all this deliciousness to get to my feet to make a comment on how I look,
yep,
you ain't gonna be in my circle anyway. So
I am J Fig on X though. If you do want to send toe pics,
That's not my Twitter.
yes, it is.
It's Brendan Tobin, actually.
He'll forward them to you.
What do you got, Vlad? Who's dead to you?
Diana Rossini.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Okay.
Oddly specific. What did she do?
Ever since Aaron Rodgers last year got traded to the Jets
Oh yeah, she been a
and said he don't even know who she is, that really grinded her gears.
Yep.
And she's at any given moment, any chance she has, will write something negative about Aaron Rodgers
I respect
and the
it.
Jets. So therefore, yes, my boy missed mandatory OTAs because he had a ayahuasca trip planned. Something that the Jets knew for months. Months.
He got to miss his job to take drugs.
Yes. But nobody wanted to mention he went to every other OTAs and let them know, listen, I'm going to miss it because I got to take some ayahuasca.
How is it? Can I just ask you though, Vlad?
Yes.
You got to take ayahuasca the mandatory week?
Did he? Well, I mean, if that's the planned trip, that's the planned trip.
You can take ayahuasca whenever he wants.
That maybe it's a special trip. Like
Ricky Williams had to go to Australia for smoking weed. This guy gets to have an out-of-body experience during mandatory minicamp.
Yes.
What is that?
Yes. I'm all for it. But come on. All the negative reporting she was doing? Come on.
All she said was he's not here all week.
No.
What else she
No,
said?
it was more. She was trying to imply that he did it without the Jets' notice. This is going to cause some conflict and all of that. And it's not, because the Jets knew about it for months.
Oh, okay. They knew about it for months. Didn't sound like Saleh handled it with a lot of knowledge.
Saleh did not handle it.
You should say he's dead to you.
No, he's not dead to me. He's my coach. He'll be dead to me if they don't win.
He'll be dead to you 4 weeks in after they're 1-3.
He'll be dead to me then. But Diana Russini, you're dead to me because you're reporting. It's been negative ever since.
You're dead to me.
Aaron Rodgers said he doesn't even know who you are.
Well,
he was up in them feelings.
Who? She's all up in there.
She's up in her feelings.
Let me tell you this, Leroy. If a national reporter, you think you're making your name, you've been on ESPN and the one of the top 3 players in the league. So I don't even know who you are.
Okay, but what if he's a liar? What if she does know him? And what if she has gotten accurate stuff from him and then he just tries to burn it because he does do this whole big media is a liar thing. But here's the thing. If you lie about it, that you don't know her and you do know her, you're going to get burned because her credibility is going to shine through eventually. And I'm sorry, but you got to take ayahuasca. You can take it any week you want.
I'm going to agree with him because in that message, when he said he didn't know who she was, he's like, Schefter doesn't have my number. And Schefter came up and said, yeah, I really don't have his number. I texted him and I got no response. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the player.
I think Schefter has his number.
I don't think he has the right number. He might have had an old number. With ayahuasca, you're not going to count. You're not going to.
Who's to say he didn't have his phone on Do Not Disturb when he's talking to his spirit animal?
I don't know if you're going to be talking. You don't want your phone around when you're doing ayahuasca.
Definitely not. I don't think you're allowed to have your phone when you do ayahuasca.
It's you and nature.
So.
It's you and nature.
I just want to know why he couldn't have his ayahuasca a week later.
I don't know. Maybe this was planned already. It's like Coachella. You know the dates of Coachella. You're going to go to those dates.
I'm pretty sure he could take drugs whenever he wants.
It depends who's the Sherpa.
Maybe he didn't want to give up his deposit.
He had a Sherpa that's hard to get.
It depends who's the guy.
This guy's the best. Aaron.
Yeah.
Maybe his little instrument player. Maybe that guy. Yeah. What's wrong with people?
I can't wait till they can't find him during a bye week.
Nah, he's not going during a bye week.
Oh, I don't know, dude.
He's not going.
We'll see.
And it's a bye week. He's bye.
Hey, who plays more of a percentage of the season, him or Jimmy?
Aaron.
I don't know.
That's why we paid. That's why we made a trade for Tyron Smith.
Aaron, where are you?
Where
am I? I am everywhere. And also nowhere.
I am one with nature, and nature is one with me.
Hey, that's one thing you don't have to worry about Leroy being one with nature.
Did you take Sauce Gardner with you? Yes, we are gardening his life. Good luck with that, dude. You're going to be sick of him in 5 weeks.
Nah.
All you're left with is hope. That
I love pettiness, Aaron. I've always loved petty Aaron.
Yeah, but he's on a spirit quest. You never know what you're going to get from him. He thought about becoming vice president.
You knew this before you signed him.
I know. That's why I'm all for it. I love this. It's going to either win 2 ways. It's either going to end one of 2 ways.
You were this close to
bad or you got to kiss his ass.
But here's the deal, Vlad.
You were this close.
You like Aaron Rodgers this much for this reason. Because he's so much better than the guy you had.
Because he's not.
No, I like him for 2 reasons. One, because he's so much better than the last guys that we've had over the last 20 years.
That being said,
the most talented quarterback we've had other than Patty.
That being said, you do realize he's done less with more before he got here.
Leroy, they had a guy named Tim Boyle throw a pick 6 to Javon Holland for 100 yards last year.
Yeah, come on.
But you see what I'm saying? He has had better teams that have done less because he came up short.
I don't think it's his fault.
They were so close. They were so close.
That choke to Seattle wasn't his fault. Special teams.
Right.
They were so
right.
They were so close to having Zach Wilson back just because he wanted to run for vice president.
I would say the loss to Tampa Bay. It was a 4th down. Come on there, Mr. LaFleur. Let's go for it. He decided to go field goal. I mean, we all get bet. Each come up short. But one thing you can't take away, the 4 MVPs and that 1 Super Bowl title.
All right. That's our show, everybody. Go Cats.
Let's go, baby.
Mind right for a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.